didn't try enough, I didn't know what I had. But I really messed it up this time, and I feel so bad. I could really use a clue, baby. Tell me what to do before you make up your mind. Cause I'm pressing forward, but stuck on empty, and I'm running out of time. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed. Leave me nothing, I'll leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. Remember June and all the crazy plans we made. A campfire on a sunset lit beach. It could be so great. But watch out when I open my mouth, cause I'm causing all the doubt, and I should practice what you say. Cause I barely made it up this time, and now you need to pray. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed. Leave me nothing, I'll leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed. Leave me nothing, I'll leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me behind. Don't leave me behind.
Welcome to the Ravencast, everyone. I am your host, Lord Triton. Hopefully, everyone is doing well tonight. I got the webcam as we see here on my phone tonight, so y'all can see my pretty face. But hopefully, everyone on the panel is good tonight. So we got a good show tonight. We got three topics we're covering tonight. One, we're covering Poketubers getting exposed. I think it's like, what, 5 of them in this video that we're reacting to?
3, actually.
3. Yeah, 3 of them. And we'll be reacting to that. And then we'll be going over the Nux Taku allegations made against him. And then we'll also talk about how Triton's once again right about the commentary community being dead under the water. But before we get into these topics, let's catch up with the panel and the chat. So panel, how's everyone been doing? We'll start with Tor and God of Anger. How's your night been?
Not bad.
That's good. What
I
about
woke up
you?
about an hour ago.
Oh yeah, because you had a nap. I'm not gonna lie, I woke up around like 12 today. Like I keep waking up in the afternoon. What about you, Booty Warrior? How's life been for you?
Got done with work at 2, and found out my hours are coming back, so I'll be working till 3. And when I came home, take the dog for a walk, and now I'm here.
Nice. Glad you are here. All right. So now I want to get to our first topic, which is Poketubers Exposed. And since Torn was the one that recommended me this topic, Torn, why don't you give us an introduction to this topic? Give us a brief summary of what
well,
we're getting us into.
there's three Poketubers in this. One of them is actually technically just a it's Logan Paul. The other is a right wing or a left wing furry that thinks he's a right winger. In other words, he's one of those white supremacist weirdos. And then the final it was someone who is an actual predator in the Poketuber community.
Damn. So yeah, we got a good topic today. Obviously, I mean, honestly, we know what Logan Paul did with the Pokemon card traders thing. It's not a shock, at least to me, but there may be some people that don't know it. But we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm going to pull up the video right now. We'll get right into it. Let's see. There we go.
You know the name Logan Paul. It needs no introduction. He's one of the most well-known and controversial content creators of all time. From his infamous trip to Japan to CryptoZoo to Prime, I struggle to think of an influencer who's had more controversies in the past decade but has managed to survive them all. Like a tour.
I mean, let's be real. You can't get canceled unless you cancel yourself. Logan Paul is a prime example of it. He never canceled himself. He never gave up, even though he is a shitty human being and did a lot of shitty things like the suicide forest, scamming people with crypto, scamming people with Pokemon cards. Logan Paul's done all of that, yet people still fall for his shit. You know what I mean? It's like how are people this stupid that they keep falling for Logan Paul's shit?
You and I both know Pokemon fans aren't very bright.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I've been known that for a while. That Pokemon's not as bright, but still, even someone stupid as them should know that Logan Paul's not a good person.
Well,
To be fair, a lot of the Pokemon fans actually hate Logan Paul.
So to be fair,
Scam him.
I can give you some insight, Triton.
Go ahead.
So basically, Logan Paul's fan base started on Vine, and he like soared to popularity. And then when he came to YouTube, it was either a little bit before that or a little bit after that. He started catering to kids, right? Teenagers, young teenagers.
Yeah, I know that.
And so those young teenagers with impressionable minds, right, grew up, and they sunk their money into him and funded his career. They hung off every word, and now they're too far gone because obviously they weren't mentally there. Usually, the ones that are mentally there end up giving up and leaving the community. But you got a bunch of, retarded people that aren't too bright, I'll just face it, and they grew up with him and they're hanging on his words. And then you got the younger ones that are just coming into the mix, and they think he's cool because he was a wrestler and all that shit, even though he really isn't that great, and most of the stuff is rigged. But yeah, boxers. Did you do both? I think you did both.
He was UFC. He was a wrestler. He was all over the place.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
Yeah, so you got
Obviously, it was all rigged just to prop up
He's
his
what we
career.
call a dabbler.
Yeah, and so he's got shitloads of impressionable minds, snorting the copium, and he's got a lot of older generation people, well, now older, but then not. And his fan base is pretty big, even though he screwed them several different times. He might lose maybe 100 to 1,000 subs, but he still has like tons of kids just flowing in.
But that's
So-
the thing. Every time Logan Paul gets into controversy, he always finds a way to gain those lost subs back.
Yeah, he's never gonna get.
He always like knows how to recover, even in the biggest controversies possible. That's why he's stuck around so long, because he knows the game, he knows what to do, and he knows how to fool idiots. Honestly, it's like, can you really be mad at Logan Paul when he's fooling stupid idiots that keep falling for it every time? Because people like me and you know Logan Paul is shitty and shady. We're not going to give him money or support his content, but a lot of stupid idiots do, even though they keep getting scammed.
Even though it was
With 9
scripted,
lives.
I actually really enjoyed watching him get his ass kicked at SummerSlam a couple of years ago.
Oh, I did too. I think everyone did.
He's still kicking and somehow still has a reputation. He is the most notorious snake oil salesman in town, and yet still, people are lining up around the block to buy his product. Here we are in...
It's because they're stupid. That's the thing. He scammed them so many times over the years, yet they line up and still buy his product. That just shows you so many people are gullible. And they believe his lies, and they believe, oh, Logan Paul's not a scammer. He's never scammed you, even though he's literally scammed them and ripped them off so many times.
2026, and Logan Paul has yet again had scam allegations come his way. And before anyone down in the comments complains, yes, Logan Paul is probably best known for vlogs or wrestling, but he's made a lot of Pokemon content too, especially around Pokemon cards, which is the source
Yes, he has, and he's sold a lot of them, and he's also scammed his audience with them too.
of his latest scandal. Calling him a Poketuber is generous, but given his latest controversy, I think it's fair to put him in this video. So in case you don't know, Logan Paul over the past several years has been collecting rare Pokemon cards. Some of these cards in recent years have absolutely skyrocketed in value, and since the turn of the 2020s, some have sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. In fact, over the past few years especially, people
Logan
have been
Paul
treating
here-
rare...
Yeah, Logan Paul here is the main reason why the Pokemon card scalpers exist.
Yep, because Logan Paul was one of the first people to scalp Pokemon cards.
Well, not so much scalp. He bought a crap ton of them. People were like, "Oh my god, you can make that much money off of it!" And now everyone's been chasing that base set.
Yeah, and everyone's wanting to do it
Charizard.
because they saw Logan Paul make a bunch of money off it. Now they want to do it. But a lot of them are good. But this thing, I don't mean to give Logan Paul credit, but he is really smart, and these people are not smart like he is.
That, and also he had a ton of money to blow.
Yeah, and he has a lot of money to blow. Like, a lot of these people that are trying it don't have that much money to blow and are literally going financially broke just to do it.
Yeah, it's literally one of those rich kids that just buys something because he enjoys the hobby. And that's literally what it is. And then everyone sees it and they're like, "Oh my god, I can do it too."
trading cards from
Yeah, look, Logan Paul could do it, so I could do it too. Even, like, that's the thing. You have to know how to do it in order to do it. You can't just do it. You have to have the same knowledge. And a lot of these people...
You also have
don't
to have
the
that
same knowledge.
kind of money.
And you have that and you have to have that kind of money too. Logan Paul's had that money for a while because he was born in a rich family, and he also made a lot of content over the years. And you have all these nobodies trying to make the money, and yet they can't make money because they don't have any money to start out with.
franchises such as Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering as stocks and investments. Even if things ended here and they didn't get worse, which, by the way, they're about to get much worse, I would still argue that this isn't a good thing. When I was a kid, I used to collect Pokemon cards and match attacks. I distinctly remember being 7.
I did too, but I never got to sell any of them, even though I had a lot of them that were worth a lot of money. Just because I was stupid back then, I would just whip them up because I was a little ass kid.
8, 9 years old, go into the playground with those big clear plastic wallets, and you sort all of your Pokemon in there by like type and stuff. Go out there and trade cards with each other, to the point where I think it actually got banned.
It's been so long since I watched a Fox Mingo video, another Logan Paul L. Logan Paul's always had a lot of L's. And honestly, it's like, to be fair, this is my first time watching a Fox and Mingo
Fox
video.
Akimbo.
Fox and Mingo video.
No,
More
Akimbo.
insensitive.
It means
Akimbo.
twin.
Look, I get it. I'm autistic. I get it. I get the pass. I mispronouncing shit. I can mispronounce it if I want to. You know what? I'm just gonna call him. I'll just call him Foxy. How about that? For short.
Okay, whatever.
All right, but yeah, this is my first time watching Foxy's video because Torrance sent me this topic. But honestly, it's like Logan Paul's been having L after L every single year. But the problem is his fan base and the mainstream media keep forgiving his ass. And that's why he's still here, because people say, oh, he's changed. He's funny.
And the pseudo widow incident of 2008. Oh my God, this phrase.
All right, let's continue.
Hey, was there a reason that trading Pokemon cards got banned back in primary? Probably some incident with cards being stolen or a bad trade causing a ruckus, maybe. I remember Blank specifically having a breakdown over Pseudo Widow that the teachers took the note off, and then the next day banned. Yeah,
and at my primary
cards a lot.
School. These are childhood memories that I look back at fondly, even 15 years later. To be vulnerable for a moment, I didn't have too much money growing up. It definitely could have been worse, but I come from a fairly modest background. So it does make me slightly upset that if there were children in my position these days, they might not be able to participate in it. And because of Logan Paul sounding the alarm bell that you can get rich off buying Pokemon cards, now you have a bunch of people that don't actually care about the franchise buying up all these packs that otherwise would be going to kids, probably for cheaper. And according to trading card collectors, this is one of the main reasons they're so expensive these days.
And this is why like getting Pokemon cards is not fun anymore, because you have all these people just doing it to get money, and it's ruining it for the fans that actually want to play with the cards. Like, it's all bullshit. And I feel like Logan Paul normalizing this was such a stupid, retarded idea.
And the funny part is that even some of these investment bros have been taken for a ride by Logan Paul. Because very recently, it's come out that Logan Paul's Liquid Marketplace, a website where people would go to invest in rare cards, has had some very shady dealings. Now, in case you're new to this story, you might be
Of course, it's Logan Paul. Everything with Logan Paul.
It says your audio is messed up and robotic.
Is my audio messed up?
It seems fine now.
Hey,
Oz, is it on the stream only? Because it's on fine on our end. I'll check it out. Keep running the stream. I'll check it out to see how it sounds.
Yeah, Jalen does that. Do I sound good? Because Jalen's in chat too.
I'll check
yourself.
I'll check the stream now. Let's see.
All right.
Just what is Liquid Marketplace? And fortunately for me, Logan Paul has actually explained this himself within a video, so let me roll that clip for you right now.
What's up, y'all? Logan here. As an avid collector and strategic investor myself, I am so stoked to announce the launch of Liquid Marketplace, a platform where
Liquid Marketplace. All right, Glitch, do I sound good?
Sounds all right on my end.
All right, then I don't know. Maybe it's just Oz's end. So I hear a little robotic, but it's from my phone, and I wonder if my mic's picking up my phone audio, even though I have it turned down because of my camera.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't hear anything personally. Doesn't mean it's not happening, though.
can buy and sell fractions of rare collectibles via tokens on the blockchain. As a co-founder of Liquid Marketplace, I believe we're set to level the playing field by allowing anyone to own a piece of the world's rarest collectibles and build their portfolios instantly. Here's how it works. Liquid Marketplace will curate a collection of highly sought-after items available in our ecosystem where users can buy in to be a partial owner. We'll keep the collectibles safe in our Liquid Marketplace vault, and when you're ready, you can buy, sell, and trade your portion of ownership with other members.
Just to summarize, this was a place where people could go in order to buy a portion of rare cards. Again, kind of like investments where you own a tiny portion of a company. And so if it raises in value, so will your investment. In this case, if you invested in a card and then it doubled in value, your investment would double. Keep in mind that you don't actually get the card. This is a non-tangible product.
Wait, so you don't even get the card?
No, you're buying a piece of a card someone else owns.
Damn, that's fucked. That is really fucked. Man, see that's such a ripoff.
Hey, Oz, is it good for you now? Because I checked the stream. It seems all right on my end.
Yeah, it seems all right on my end. I'm listening in on my end as well.
I didn't notice, but maybe you had a connection hiccup a bit ago.
Yeah, Oz, can you hear me now? Top of one in chat if y'all can hear me. Anyways, I'm continuing.
Yeah.
Logan Paul coerced people to spend hundreds and thousands on something non-tangible.
I want to keep the camera off until, I smoke the packs.
Oh, it was
Now,
something
you might
on
be
Oz's end.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was something on my end for a second.
Yeah.
All right, team, let's get right back to it.
Wondering to yourself, how could people be so stupid? This is Logan Paul we're talking about. And though this isn't going to help entirely, there is a little bit of context that might help the situation. So Logan Paul was most heavy in promoting this back in early 2022. At the time...
Yes, I remember that. I remember back in 2022, he was heavily promoting it, and a commentary YouTuber named Calvis was calling him out, saying that it would be a scam. It turns out he was right.
People were looking for the next Bitcoin. They wanted to get in with something early and see their investment go like 1,000% up. To a lot of people, especially new investors that were just looking to make a quick buck, something like NFTs seemed like it could be the future. It was not. Also, this was before the CryptoZoo exposure, and obviously Logan Paul did have the Japan incident, but that was back in 2016. Over
2018, which he corrected himself, but still 2018.
the next several years, he started to rebuild his reputation until ultimately destroying it all over again with scams like this. And what he did next, if the allegations are true, I think is way more egregious than what he did with CryptoZoo. Now, one of the main reasons that Liquid Marketplace had so much buzz around it was because there was a card listed.
He needs to be really careful because Logan Paul is known to sue people and not giving a shit, even if he is in the wrong, because he tried suing CoffeeZilla for the CryptoZoo shit.
On there like no other. The PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator, which Logan had bought for a whopping $5.3 million. Logan listed this card on Liquid Marketplace and sold 51% ownership of it to investors through fractional shares. The card was valued at roughly $5 million for the sale, meaning that investors paid around $2.5 million for their combined shares. Logan kept the remaining 49%. But things started to fall apart a couple of years later. By May 2024, Liquid Marketplace was struggling badly. The platform was shutting down, and regulators in Canada, specifically the Ontario Securities Commission, accused the company of running unregistered securities and committing fraud. Logan himself wasn't personally named in the main filing, but the platform he promoted was now under serious legal scrutiny. And then things got much worse. Essentially, Liquid Marketplace had some shady terms and conditions which the vast majority of people never read. So Logan bought back the card in an extremely shady way, making a tweet about it, very likely for legal reasons, and saying that everything he did was consistent with the platform's terms and conditions. And on top of that, this buyout was for...
See, when they start buying shit back, that's how you know this shit's a scam and you get the fuck out of here immediately and get your money back. That's why you got to be careful before you invest and see what the people promoting it or the CEOs or the faces of it end up doing, because they do shit like this of buying it back and all that, because guess what? They're in trouble.
$250,000, a far cry from the $2.5 million invested into it. Okay, I'm going off script here because I've just been editing this. It pisses me off so damn much. I'm sorry if this is a bit rambly and a bit all over the place.
Yeah, it pisses me off too, but at the end of the day, it's the idiot fan base and the idiot parents that allow their kids to be scammed by Logan Paul and that allow them to take Logan Paul seriously. If parents kept telling the kids not to take Logan Paul seriously, kept taking the kids' phones away every time they watched Logan Paul, then a lot of kids would be scammed right now.
My question is this: what more does Logan Paul want? He already had all of this money. Why scam? Why more? At what point do you say, I'm happy with what I have? At what point? The fact that he still has a platform, the fact that he still has admirers and followers, the fact that any companies, to be honest...
Because no one holds him accountable, and that's why he still has the platforms. That's why Logan Paul is still a YouTuber and a millionaire to this day, because he does shady things and no one holds him accountable for it. Guess what? Our government's fucked up. Our mainstream media's fucked up. Our content creators fucked up. And guess what? There's no accountability, and that's why they're able to still scam, because no one does a thing about it.
Work with this man, it is an absolute farce. Anyway, back on with the video. The card is currently at auction, and as of the time I'm writing this, has a bid of more than $5 million. So Logan has pulled it off once again. But the part that keeps me paralyzed in fear is that he's not even the worst person we'll be discussing today. In fact, he's not even close. Still to come, we have the community's most infamous alleged predator and the curious case of a...
Oh my god, a predator, really?
Yep.
Alright, furry lolcow. Things are about to get crazy, so don't forget to keep your favorite bottle of bleach on hand, because ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna need it today. Let's delve into the despicable world of Poketubers with this critical hit piece. Just to keep some semblance of joy in my life, I decided to sprinkle in a couple of Pokemon puns and references into the script for this video. So see if you can catch them all by timestamping them below in the comment section, and the very first person that does will have their comment pinned. With that said, let's continue on with arguably the most notorious Poketuber of all time.
Verlicify, yeah.
Verlicify. And I think you told me about this. Is this the furry one?
Yes, this is the right-wing furry lolcow.
Fans of the channel might remember.
He claims to be right wing, but he gets offended like a left winger. It's so fucking.
Yeah, like all these furries, they claim to be right wing, but they literally get offended like the leftists do.
That I put up a poll for you guys to decide which video I did next. And the Poketubers video, what you're watching right now, won in a landslide. So quite early on, people knew that this video was going to be made. And in the comments of that post, everyone was telling me to look at one name in particular. Been waiting for Verlicify to be covered. Look at Verlicify, he's toxic. He's losing his mind. So I decided to look this guy up because I'm not that familiar with him. And my word, does this man have one of the worst reputations I have ever seen. There are countless long videos here on YouTube that are trying to explain the decades worth of controversies that he's found himself in. One of them is 48 minutes in length, and there's even a playlist called...
Oh, June the Fag. Yeah, we're gonna take him seriously.
Why Verlicify is a terrible...
watched that video, the one where he talks about Verlicify.
Was that video good? Because
I've actually used to be, I was actually a subscriber to Verlicify at one point.
Of course you were. What the fuck?
That's the funny part.
Imagine being subbed to a crazy furry lunatic.
Person that is 269 videos long. And
I started to notice a pattern, and that's why I unsubscribed. He wouldn't shut up about fucking cheating, and he was always attacking this one guy, which he'll talk about in this video.
Recently as last week. The way people describe him, you would think that he's the Hitler of Poketubers, and you'll see why in just a moment. To be completely honest and transparent with you guys, given the amount of content there is to cover here, and the time restraints I have on my videos, I won't be able to give every single thing he's ever done a proper deep dive. That said, I'll link a video made by June the King about him.
June the Fag.
In the description, in case you want to uncover the full extent of his controversies. But I will give you a nice summary and foundation. If I happen to miss anything major, because again, there is a decade's worth of content.
All right, get to the point. We get it. We get it. There's a lot of stuff. Get to the main points. Get to what you want to talk about. God damn.
Cover here. Please let me.
Sorry, Glitch, but this, I hate when they do that. I hate when they.
Me too.
Like, honestly, get to the damn.
Stop adding out the video and just talk about it.
Makes me want to slap him. Anyways, let's get to the fucking point.
All the controversies. We'll start with his problems surrounding Pokemon VGC, otherwise known as the Pokemon Video Game Championships. This is a competitive game mode organized by the Pokemon Company. To my understanding, people have had problems with Velisify in the past because he's very jammy in his playstyle, is quite unsportsmanlike, and in the past has made countless videos attacking other VGC players, accusing them of cheating.
His builds are all terrible too.
Imagine, you just
And he wonders why he loses all the time. It's because his builds are trash.
Every time he loses, he just calls him a cheater. Man, you're cheating, man.
Yeah, he also talks about. He also makes false claims a lot too, like, "Oh, this Snorlax pulled me through this regional or something." He's basically a fucking
he's one of
delusional
those.
liar.
I watched this video beforehand, and it seems like he's one of those that just likes to make an excuse for losing and wants to blame everyone else for losing.
Yep, pretty much.
The best example of this is Wolfie VGC, who he appears to have a weird, bitter, parasocial relationship with. This was something that I noticed before doing my research on Velisify, that when you click on his channel, there are literally dozens upon dozens of videos about Wolfie. I found a video discussing his 6-year history of attacking Wolfie, who seems to not care about him nearly as much.
You took
Well, that's like the crazy A-logs that attack me all day. No figure.
everything from me.
I don't even know who you are.
That video, by the way, was uploaded 3 years ago, meaning
I applies to a lot of people that attack me.
that by this point, it's been near enough a decade. Wolfie is a huge Poketuber. He has more than
And a huge degenerate, too.
Oh no, this is the other guy, the guy that Velisify is attacking.
2 million subscribers, a thriving channel, and a ton of support.
Oh, yeah, no, I know this is Wolfie, but I'm talking about the other dude being huge degenerate. Anyways,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up, Ben?
I watch Wolfie. Wolfie's pretty good. He's usually on point, and he's a very friendly dude. He's a cool guy.
So for him to be under the cosh for 9 years by this guy, anyone who's a fan of Wolfie probably isn't too big on Velisify. Even as recently as 4 months
So has Wolfie ever addressed for? Oh, it is. About to talk about it.
He doesn't
Go.
really
When
like
Wolfie
to
and-
address them that much. He just pretends he doesn't exist a lot of times.
So he doesn't like take pot shots at him. He just pretends he doesn't exist while Velisify's just super obsessed with him.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
he might make a cheeky reference to him every now and then, but he doesn't really talk about him that much.
announced that he was going to quit tournaments due to recent negative experiences, Velisify made a video reveling in the news.
Wolf Glick is evil. His entire existence in the Pokemon community has been cheating, then lying about it to steal prize money and opportunity from others. If you present this truth,
And coming from the guy that cries about cheating and accuses the other person of cheating every time he loses, shut the fuck up, you fur frag.
he'll defame you and then leverage his massive
You're the one that defames people. See, I hate these people. These people keep on defaming.
Yeah, he attacks other Poketubers a lot too. That's the crazy part. But Wolf seems to be his primary target.
Like Velisify, you're known to defame Poketubers. You calling someone else a liar, it's like Satan calling someone the devil. Like, come on, man.
audience to harass you and then constantly lie his way out of it. He has zero morality. The only thing that matters to him is
Do any of you YouTubers have morality? No. Like, I'm so tired of these YouTubers coming on attacking people and say, I have morality. It's like, no, you don't. You're coming on attacking people just like these people do. You don't have morality, especially if you're on the internet attacking and defaming people all day just because you're jealous that they're successful than you.
fame and fortune.
Naturally, he had to disable dislikes. This was very clearly not an appropriate time to be making a video about him, stomping him when he's already down, and one could definitely argue that Velisify's worldview has gotten him into a tremendous amount of controversy before. Let me take you back to 2017, after the Charlottesville Unite the Right rally. This is described on its Wikipedia page as a white supremacist rally that took place in Charlottesville, Virginia from August 11th to 12th.
I think, yeah, Nick Fuentes was one of the people leading that rally.
Goes to show how misinformed people are about this shit. But at the same time, Velisify is an idiot too, so.
2017. Marchers included members of the alt-right, neo-Confederates.
See, that's the thing. I'm not
This
going
is
to lie. I don't like.
Wikipedia, by the way. I wouldn't trust Wikipedia.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie. The Charlottesville thing, it was like a right-wing rally, but it wasn't no neo-Nazi bullshit like they claim it is. You know how the left is. They always lie and say, you disagree with me, therefore you're a neo-Nazi. It's like, come on. I'm not going to play into these labels.
Neo-fascists, white nationalists.
Tell me this Poketubers is some libtard cancel culture guy.
I think he's politically neutral, and he's just going with the information he has at this point.
I hope he is.
White supremacists, neo-Nazis, Klansmen, and far-right militias. If you can remember, this rally ended in the death of Heather Danielle Heyer and injured dozens more. Even years later, this was a dark day in the history of Virginia for many people, but not everybody agreed. Velisify would take to Twitter in the aftermath to downplay the severity of the situation. He would continuously argue that these rallies weren't as bad as ones done by BLM and the left. But the thing is, if you know...
Let's be real, both sides do extreme shit. Both sides are violent. Can we stop arguing, the right is better than the left? They're both bad, bro. They both fucking are violent to each other. They both want to...
The thing is, my issue with this guy isn't so much his views, it's the fact that he's a fucking retard that hides behind blocks like a leftist.
Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like a lot of these people do. A lot of these people in the commentary community, which I'm going to talk about in my rant after the next topic thing, a lot of them do the same thing where they pretend to be right-wing and free speech, but then when you call them out and give them constructive criticism, they block you and hide and run like a bitch and won't even talk to you.
Even critical criticism is important, or even negative criticism is important.
Yeah, it's important. It is important.
So them running from it is fucking retarded.
The only time you should not take criticism seriously if it's like personal attacks or it's misinformation, and the criticism's just misinformation, and the person's not even doing it out of good faith, but they're doing it just to be a dick. That's when you could dismiss it.
And get likes on Twitter.
Yeah, but if someone's just expressing an opinion, it's like you don't need to block that person. If you don't like their opinion, just either respond to it or ignore it. You don't gotta block and show the person that you're a sensitive bitch, because that's all blocking does is show that you're a sensitive little bitch. Unless you're just blocking some assholes, because I block assholes. All right, anyways.
Velisify, then this shouldn't come as too much of a shock for you considering some of the other viewpoints he holds. Throughout his time on the internet, he's made his opinion of the LGBT community crystal clear, describing certain members as mentally ill. Now, Pokemon isn't exactly the...
They are, but so is he. That's what's ironic about it, is he's calling...
Yeah, I know. It's so hypocritical.
In fact, imagine he's one of these right-wingers that are secretly gay. Even though he
apparently I think I heard somewhere he actually has a wife.
Bro, if he can get a wife, we all can get a wife. What the fuck?
Kind of franchise to discuss identities such as race or sexuality all too often, unless something's changed in more recent generations.
Wait, what's up, Jen?
He's got a wife, right?
Velisify, I think so, yeah.
Okay. Get off the internet. Go take care of your wife. You probably have kids.
I don't think he has kids.
Under those. Get a job and shut up. It's a hot take.
Nah, he should get off and shut up.
When I was familiar with the product, the only real-world conversations they ever really had was to do with...
That's the thing, he's obviously never going to take that advice, and obviously he's going to always stay around and be an asshole.
What pisses me off even more about Velisify, it's not covered in this video, he actually hindered the efforts of fucking Dexit by shilling for the Pokemon Company.
Of course, what the fuck? I mean, he's a Poketuber, but still, it's like...
Because Dexit was the situation that involved Sword and Shield, where they were actually actively removing Pokemon in the data, and people noticed that before it was released.
It seems like this guy's definitely a big, huge degenerate.
Yeah, and a loser.
And climate change.
And a furfig.
That said, I feel as though most members of the Pokemon fandom would be at odds with Velisify here. I feel like it's quite an open and accepting place of the LGBT community. And I don't have a source to back me up on this is entirely subjective, but I do feel as though there is a fairly...
Yeah, but who cares? Hopefully this don't get me flagged. It probably will, but who gives a fuck about the LGBTQ community? Oh, he hates the LGBTQ community. Who cares? Get to the heinous shit. See, I'm not gonna lie. This first impression, this guy, he's kind of being a fucking fag.
Large portion.
Sorry, I'm sorry that dissing on a YouTuber you like, but he's being a fag.
Oh no, I don't like him. I just found this video and I thought it was interesting.
Okay. The video is interesting, but this guy just talks like a fucking lefty retard. Literally.
Well, he's from the UK, I think. So go figure.
And he's like bringing up these points of, oh, this guy's mean to LGBTQ. He has an extreme opinion.
Well, unfortunately, he has to cover it, or else someone will bring it up in the comments.
Man, I'm so glad that that my audience don't give a fuck about the LGBTQ shit. Because why the fuck are we going to keep talking about LGBTQ hate? They have rights. You can literally, gay marriage is legal, all that's legal. Why the fuck are you still crying?
Of the Pokemon.
I know. It seems like a spicy take, but like, why the fuck are you crying about your rights when you have the rights already? You have the rights to do it, so shut the fuck up about it. Go enjoy your rights. Go be gay. Go suck off your homeboy. Just do it away from me, please.
Fandom that probably would identify as LGBT themselves. Today, Velisify's views have all but vanished. While at his peak, he achieved view counts that even I'd gawk at. In 2026, his videos aren't even guaranteed to hit full figures. 5 are a rarity, and 6 is...
Oh yeah, because everyone ends up falling off at some point.
All but a distant memory. He's still up to the same antics that put him in the state of decline in the first place, and shows no...
Of course, because he's never going to change. He ain't going to change because he doesn't realize he done anything wrong, and he's going to continue to be a schizoid. He's going to continue to keep on crying about people cheating when he just sucks at the game.
Exactly.
Signs of changing. Not that I think it would do him too much good at this point, to be fair. I feel as though given the amount of...
He needs to just leave the internet and go enjoy time with his wife. And stop being a schizoid online.
Time he's been doing this, he'll forever be remembered as the lolcow of Poketubers. But before we move on to our next story, please do not forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
I'm not gonna lie, you're not winning me over, dude. You're not, because you kind of suck. I'm sorry I'm being mean, but this guy fucking pisses me off.
Oh yeah, totally. I didn't really care for that part of the video, honestly.
Me either. That's why I'm kind of fucking shitting on him, because that part of the video...
But all the other stuff about Velisify is definitely a fucking...
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely like, yeah. But it's just, I don't like how this guy like has good points and then ruins it with points that I could give less of a fuck about.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is why we react to the video. That's why I react to videos, because I ain't just going to kiss the ass of every creator.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you, man.
If a creator's acting stupid like this fucking guy, then yeah, I'm going to call it out, and I'm going to be like, hey, you're a fucking loser.
As an independent creator, it helps me out massively, and if you like this kind of content and it gets enough engagement, then a part 2 is definitely...
Subscribe to me because I'm not some crybaby loser like this faggot here.
more likely. As someone who...
In fact, I'm gonna smoke the Froxy pack. Go fuck yourself, you fucking leftist retard. Alright, go fuck yourself. Alright, now keep talking.
Really enjoyed the franchise growing up. If I get paid to talk about Pokemon, hell yes, I'll take that. So yeah, like, subscribe.
Of course you would. Oh, if I get paid, I'll...
At least he's upfront about it.
That is true. I mean, we'll give him points for that. At least you're upfront about being a faggot loser.
Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, if I've missed anyone. And yeah, with that said...
Yeah, you missed yourself. You're a Pokemon lolcow. You literally just admitted you kissed Pokemon's asshole for money. I mean, at least you're honest about it, but you're a Pokemon lolcow too. Cover yourself. Call yourself out.
I don't think he's actually
let's move on.
He's more variety YouTuber.
Oh, he's a variety jerk off.
Yeah, regardless.
To the worst one of them all, the King Nappy.
I used to watch a lot of Fox videos back in 2022. I'm not gonna lie, Jalen. Like, I know you probably like this guy. You're allowed to like whoever you want. I ain't gonna judge.
He said he used to be a pretty solid YouTuber.
Oh, but well, he sucks now because his video's literally crying like a lefty about he doesn't like the LGBTQ community, therefore he's a bad person. Who gives a fuck about his political opinions? Like, you're talking about Pokemon tubers, not their political opinions. Like, who gives a fuck if he hates LGBTQ or not? No one cares about that. We care about the juicy stuff.
We already know. Yeah, we already know the Pokemon community is full of faggots.
Yeah, we already know they're full of fucking jerk-offs. And that's the thing. Maybe Fox was actually good back in the day because there's a lot of YouTubers that used to be good back in the day, but now they act like this guy, more fagging about shit that doesn't need to be more fagged about. King Nappy.
In June 2011, the Poketube world would be changed forever after a user known as the King Nappy would create a YouTube account and begin uploading Let's Play content to the site. This was a time when Let's Plays were incredibly popular, and so his channel would see a reasonable amount of success, with him gaining a steady following over the next several years. Even, according to his Wikitubia, achieving 500,000 subscribers by January 2018. However, if you check his channel today, that count has fallen by more than 20%.
Damn, he's fallen off more than Tipster has. For 500,000 subscribers to all the way to under 400,000, that's like insane. And he lost like 106,000 subscribers. That's a lot. Tipster only lost like, what, 20, 30,000? Imagine losing more subs than fucking Tipster because you fell off. That's really sad.
Now plummeting beneath 400,000. How could this have happened? How could this promising YouTube empire just crumble to the wayside? Well, according to the allegations, it's because, well, let's just say if...
Oh, this is the child predator. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
No wonder why he's falling off, because no one wants to support pedos.
He was living in the Pokemon world,
Only Lord Triton's detractors do.
Might be a Pokemon groomer. I'll let you piece 2 and 2 together. Back in April 2019, sickening allegations came to light. A girl known as Sylveon would upload a video called Finally Coming Forward, and in that video, she'd describe a sex pest who groomed and manipulated her, eventually getting her to send naked pictures. At the time, Sylveon was 15, and according to sources I found, this mistake.
Yeah, this guy needs to be executed. I know that's extreme, but it's like, come on. We're so tired of these fucking YouTubers.
Wait till you hear about it. This isn't even King Nappy's allegations. We're going to get to those in a bit.
Serious person was 19. Now, she didn't
So, is this someone that King Nappy associates with that's being accused? Oh.
Who this was in the video, but the internet soon came to the conclusion that it was a man of the name Nathan Putnam, otherwise known...
Nathan Putnam? That sounds like Putman.
Put butt.
Imagine this is Joshua Putman's cousin.
I don't think it's spelled the name.
In case you don't know him.
I know, but I'm still just taking shots at Putman because he's a faggot. Because, oh my god, this guy. Ugh,
he was a part
of pig off my skin.
He's so fucking fat.
He's just as fat as PPP.
He was like
one of the Poketube community. He made graphics for large creators and collaborated with a few of them in various videos.
Okay, I'd rather see a leftist fag face than that, please. Let's continue.
But yeah, he's like one of those fat. He's like one of those fat kids from one of those 80s movies.
All these people are in jail. I told you, are these people in jail? Probably not.
No, because apparently his YouTube channel is still up.
And he still makes content, so...
Yeah.
He's basically pulling a mini-lad, but unsuccessful.
It was claimed that not only did Nappy know about Decatur, but he was also a predator himself.
Oh, my God.
That's where it comes in.
Poketuber, known as Hoodlum Callum, put out a post to Twitter claiming that
These people need to be rotting in jail. Like, how do these people get away with this?
It's because not enough evidence is collected and people ruin it by spraying it throughout the internet rather than letting the proper channels take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
back in 2013,
Not only that, but a lot of commentary dick writing channels like to just they care more about clout than facts. And that's why a lot of these cases don't ever go to the police and these people don't go to jail.
Because evidence gets compromised by these people.
Because you got commentary people just making up shit because they want to make the funny jokes. Oh my gosh, I want to make funny jokes. It's like your funny jokes will what get these people free, jackass. Like, God, these fucking commentary people suck, and I'm so glad I'm done with this commentary community. I hope it all burns in hell.
Nappy approached him to be in a relationship. At the time, Nappy was apparently 21 and Callum 16.
Ew, ugh.
What's even worse is it's a fucking gay pedo.
Why don't these kids' parents just shoot these predators? Do they not do that anymore? Are parents just gotten that soft where they don't just lose their shit and kill these predators off the street and go to jail for their kids? Because I would.
Thing is, unfortunately, in a lot of cases, they have to actually meet in person for anything to be done.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's the question?
Is that the kid we've seen before, right? So let me ask this question.
You mean the fat fuck?
Yeah, is that?
That's Nappy's friend.
Okay, it's not the guy that the kid.
The guy's. This is his allegation.
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know.
The other one was his friend's allegation. Now we're on King Nappy's allegation.
Okay.
All right, let's go back over it.
Years old. Another creator called Game Boy Luke.
King Nappy was 21 and the girl was 16.
Oh no, that was a dude, by the way.
Oh wait, not girl, dude, yeah.
Yeah. King Nappy,
Made a similar statement.
Yeah. A lot of people want to say the LGBTQ community is safe. We don't have groomers and pedos, and people say that's a lie. It's like stories like this prove otherwise.
Alleging that Nappy had tried to pressure him into a relationship.
See, I'm not gonna lie, the furry dude, he was kind of right about the LGBT community being a fucking shit show. Because look, King Nappy, imagine I'm not gonna lie.
It's so funny. This dude it goes against the second half of it later on. Without even realizing it.
Things didn't get any better for Nappy either, as further allegations came out, including a multi-page document showing screenshots and chat logs. Apparently, this was an open secret in the community, with people afraid to come forward in the fear that...
Afraid to come forward? Nah, you guys are just pussies. That's why y'all... Well, I'm not talking about the victims. I'm talking about Nappy's friends that knew about it but didn't want to say anything because I'm scared of Nappy. It's like, if you are friends with this dude and you knew about the allegations and you didn't do anything about it and you wasn't a victim, then you can go fuck yourself. You're just as bad as
You know what's even funnier? It's another bald black guy.
Oh.
What is it with bald black guys and pedophilia?
Doing so with...
And then fat white fucks with pedophilia.
It's because they can't get a woman.
Damaged their careers. According to various sources, Nappy would wield his power to alienate and undermine creators that got in his way. Furthermore, a Twitter thread was made showing even more evidence of wrongdoing, including Discord...
Bald black man. It's always the same kind of dudes that we see a lot of times.
DMs showing Nappy attempting...
But Nappy looks white.
No, he's mixed. Look at him.
Oh, he's mixed.
To manipulate a user known as Stormy Kingdra, otherwise known as Gabe. Provided these are legitimate and haven't been altered, Gabe in these screenshots is very clearly making it known that he wasn't sure on his sexuality, that he didn't want to put...
What's up with Gabe's and being gay?
I don't know.
...a label on it, making it very obvious that he liked both men and women. Nappy, though, was insisting that he was gay. Firstly, I'm no expert, and I don't want to get woke on you guys, but this does...
You've already been woke, you fucking retarded loser. So suck my fucking dick. Anyways. Let's see. Let's watch you get woke like the woke bitch you are.
Sound a little bit like bi erasure. As someone that lived in the gay capital of England for 6 years, I would hope that by now.
Ew,
Of
get
course
that
you
girl.
lived in the gate. Of course.
No wonder why you were being a faggot earlier. Makes sense.
Now I'd know that the bi identity does exist. Even if most of the bi people that I knew personally did seem to have a preference between men and women, the fact of the matter is they were attracted to them both. Secondly, and more important to the story, this entire interaction comes across as him trying to coerce Stormy Kingdra into being in a relationship with him. This was something that Stormy Kingdra mentioned.
That's why you just block these motherfuckers instantly. These people act like that. You gotta just block these motherfuckers. Do not talk to them. Do not try to change them. Do not try to help them. Just block these.
Yeah, and leave the goddamn server too.
And leave the goddamn server. Like, it doesn't need to be a whole year of I've been abused on the internet. It's like there's an easy solution, person. It's simply block the predator. If they don't know where you live and they can't do any harm to you, then block them. It's that simple. Boom. You're not groomed anymore. Boom. They can't reach to you anymore. And then report them on Discord too. Report them on whatever site and show the chat logs to the sites. That's how you get these predators off the internet, is by reporting them, blocking them, and stopping them from doing it. Instead of just crying about it, but then showing it on the internet, which is fine to show on the internet because you got to expose the person. But you also got to report it and you can't just show it to the internet first. You got to go report it to the platform they're doing it on, get them banned from the platform, then go to the internet. Justice is more important than clout, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
His response, right underneath the parts where he mentioned that at the time he was 16 years old and Nappy was 25.
He's been grooming kids for years.
Yeah, there's a good chance he's probably still doing it.
Once a groomer, always a groomer.
For that reason, the King Nappy is now a ghastly name in the Poketube world. In the Fallout, he erased many of his socials. His YouTube channel, however, is still up and active to this very day. But a simple trip to the comment section would show you that his reputation is completely...
Surprised bro wasn't the Epstein files. JT's apprentice. Oh, yes, it seems like the PokeTube community has not forgotten it and is not going to let it down.
And utterly...
It's so hard to be a YouTuber and just people forget, like, especially if you're a pedo, like, you might as well just leave the internet. You're lucky you haven't even gotten charges. Like, you deserve to be in jail. But yeah, for some reason, no one wants to report you to the police because they're all pussies. If someone can give me this guy's dogs, I'll report this guy to the police. No joke. In fact, I may go have my little minions go find this guy's dogs and I'll report him to the police and show you how to actually get pedos arrested.
Destroyed. There is simply no way for it to get a full restore. The King Nappy has been dethroned. That said, if you want to learn more about...
He was never a king because he was always a pedo anyways. So yeah, so there's the end of that. Honestly, these Poketubers are scumbags and King Nappy's definitely the biggest scumbag because he's an actual child predator. He should be in jail and rotten hell. Logan Paul's a scammer. And the Fur Fag's just a fucking low-cal idiot and he needs to learn his lesson and get off the internet and spend time with his wife. And if I were to rank the scumbags in order, first would be King Nappy, Logan Paul, then the Fur Fag. And I can't believe the Fur Fag's the least scummy one of them all. Which I wonder if Chad agrees. Like, let me know what y'all think. Y'all think that King Nappy... King Nappy's obviously number one. Like, I'm not even arguing with that. Logan Paul's number 2, and then the rest of it, he's number 3. Even though he still is a low-cal. But at least he didn't scam people, and at least he isn't a predator.
Oh, I wouldn't know about scamming that since he basically blatantly lied and shared his builds online saying they were good builds. So,
but still, like, at least he didn't find a body and filmed it like Logan Paul did.
Oh my god!
All right, so now I'm gonna go. Also, so now I gave my final perspective on it. I'm going to get Booty Warriors and Torrance perspective. Starting with Booty Warrior, what is your perspective on this? on the Poketubers. Booty Warrior? Booty Warrior? Alright. I guess he's AFK. Torin, what's your final perspective?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've already said all I need to say, I guess, so we can move on.
Alright, we'll move on to the next Taku topic, which Booty Warrior submitted, but I don't know if he's here or not, which is fine because we'll cover it anyway. But yeah, next Taku has fucking allegations against him. We're gonna go over and see if he's guilty, and see if the evidence against him is enough to say he's guilty. And in fact, I'll do a poll too about it. But yeah, honestly, Nux Taku's already been exposed as a lolicon freak before, and he's always been known as a fraud because he's always lied. So there we go. It's like I was right once again about somebody because I covered Nux Taku in 2024 when him and Mutahar got exposed for being lolicons, even though they were calling out the lolicon community as pedophilia, pro-pedophilia community and all that. But then they were into the same stuff that they were calling pedophilic. So by their own logic, they're all pedophiles. Literally. So even if Nux Taku is not guilty of these allegations, he still is a pedo by his own logic because he called lolicon pedophilia, but then now he got exposed for being a lolicon. And Torin has dropped. Oh, there he is. There you go.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Issue with my YouTube.
But yeah, which Torin, you were around when Nux Taku and Mutahar got exposed for being a lolicon, even though they were calling it pedophilia and shit like that.
Yep.
And now we get to laugh at Nux Taku again and see more shady shit, more creepy shit on him being exposed. So let's see. We'll be reacting to the Internet Versus video covering it because I feel like they do situations. Let's see.
So, quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
The all the stuff that we've been talking about so far. So we have.
I tried to get you to get your final perspective, but you wasn't answering.
Yeah, my perspective is that Pokemon YouTubers are kind of wackadoodle.
They all wackadoodle and they all just suck. It's like the Minecraft or Roblox community. But now we're covering the Nux Taku thing. We got the Internet Versus video up. Do you want to give a monologue of what we're getting ourselves into since you submitted a topic?
Yeah, okay, so basically, in the past, Nux ran a Patreon Discord when he was really into all the, gooning material, should we say. He was, everybody does mature, everyone grows up, right? But the problem is in this Patreon Discord, he was allowing grooming to go on between minors and adults, even though the minor that said that they were a minor was actually lying. And it turns out that he was also an adult that was pedophilic tendencies like the other one.
This is why you can't play around with this shit. As a server owner myself, if that shit goes on, you have to ban the parties involved immediately. You cannot allow grooming and shit like that to go on in your Discord servers or any online platform that you have. Like if someone in your community is doing that, you have to cut them off and ban that person immediately because that is someone you do not want around in your community. And not only that, but if Nux Taku is going to cancel people and call other people pedos and shit, you shouldn't allow it in his community. And that's the problem with these commentary people is they like to scream pedo, 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 and love to just label people as pedos, but then when their own members are doing it, they don't call it out. In fact, they allow it in their communities. And that's why I'm so disgusted with the commentary community, because they claim to be against this shit, but then when it's their own people doing it, they'll sweep and defend this shit and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Taxu is a great example of that.
YouTuber Taxu has gotten into some hot water when it comes.
Because if this was Hassan, Taxu would be all over it. 100,000% be all over it. He'd be calling Hassan a pedo, Gruber defender, and all this shit. But because it's him and his community, he wants to defend his community members because he has no morals and he probably doesn't truly care about pedophilia and he probably thinks it's okay. And I know it's like, oh my God, Triton, that's a heavy allegation. I'm sorry, but if you allow that shit, then you're obviously okay with it, or otherwise you wouldn't be allowing it.
Channel Nicandros put out a video against him, accusing him of hosting a NSFW Patreon Discord server where minors were involved. In his video, Nicandros.
If you have a NSFW community, you cannot allow minors in it. That's just the number one rule. If you have anything that's NSFW, you cannot allow minors in it at all because it's a danger. And obviously, and not only that, but it's just wrong so many reasons, because kids should not need to be in adult situations like that, where there's just NSFW and porn being shared. Like, they cannot be in servers like that. It's against Discord TOS, and Discord should take down those servers that allow minors in there that have NSFW.
Shows evidence of a minor joining Nux's paid server, stating that their age is 15, and then participating in NSFW activities with the other members, such as sharing explicit material, talking about explicit material, and other things that we will mention in this video. Along with this, Nicandros makes the claim with his own provided evidence that Nux knew this was happening and decided to ignore it. Nux ended up responding to the situation.
Yeah, because he ignored it because he has no morals. That's why he ignored it, because he has no morals and he doesn't give a fuck about pedophilia for real. It's all an act.
On stream denying any involvement or knowledge of the minor in his server, but some weren't happy and argued that Nux omitted details in his response, along with him putting it 20 minutes deep into a video about Hassan and simply reacting to just one clip on Twitter.
He'd rather go after Hassan than the own pedos in his Discord. That's how you know this guy's a fraud. And that's another thing too. It's like, if this was Hassan, he would bring it up and call Hassan a pedo and a pedo defender. But because it's his community people doing it, he ain't gonna give a fuck. He ain't gonna ban them. He's gonna allow them in his community.
Yeah, the Discord doesn't exist anymore, anyways.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like, this is old, but it's his past catching up to him.
No, I know, but still, like, he's still fucked up, even though, like, yeah, it is in the past. That shit still, like, I know this shit's in the past, but still, when you have that on your record, that's a bad look, especially when you will call out someone that does the same thing. That's why people should bring it up, because you're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
There's a lot to get into, so let's just jump in. And welcome to the internet versus Nux Taxu. It starts when Throwaway posts this compilation of clips from Nicandros' video, highlighting some of the interactions that this minor had in Nux Taxu's paid Discord, and Throwaway233 captures it by saying, Nux Taxu ran a Discord where a minor was repeatedly sent obscene and illegal material and was encouraged to engage in SH, with no effective action taken at the time to prevent or stop it. Video by Nicandros for the full account and Nux's history of EPI. The full video will be linked in the description, but here is a clip compilation of some of the important parts from Nicandros' video.
Red joined the server on September 7th. On day 1, they openly declared themselves to be 14 years old. They would later claim to be...
They should have been banned immediately. As soon as they said the 14, banned. Because my server is 16. Like, you shouldn't have anyone that's under 16 in YouTuber servers, period. In fact, I argue you probably should make them 18. But the fact someone came in there and said they're 14, 15, they should have been banned immediately. No questions asked, especially in the NSFW server. Yeah, they have to go. They should have been banned from day 1, especially in an NSFW server. And I see we lost Torin. Let's see if he's back in backstage. Oh, yeah, he is. Hello, welcome back.
15 multiple times, but as they openly stated, they were lying about their age. Red was born in 2004. They had turned 14 soon before they joined the server. The Discord was a pretty small clique, and soon enough, basically everyone on the server knew that Red was underage. Despite this, Nuxtaku made the NSFW channel for them a month later, and within a year, they had posted 242 messages on the channel. There's also
They should have been banned because it's an NSFW server. No miner should have been in there, period, point blank.
an instance where another user pinged red into the NSFW channel. As far as I can tell, this behavior was not punished. I'm still
This behavior should have been punished, and that miner should have been banned along with the pervert.
underage. So, because you're talking to me, you are all technically pedophiles. Not me. Yep. Remember, the age of consent in Romania is 15.
Oh, shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be doing it even if... Man, these people are sick. Especially in other countries. Is that even true? Let me see if that's even true. Actually,
So I can smack your ass all I want. Alan would make similarly inappropriate comments about Red on the 16th of December. But let's return to October 8th. You are willing to send me the most fucking disgusting shit you have. I only send it to you because you're 15. Exactly. Nobody else would. I initially planned to traumatize you because you were acting tough, but I underestimated you. Who, me? I'm not tough. I guess edgy instead of tough. I am edgy. Not that tough though. Yeah, I got that. I need to train you to become tough.
also, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to criticize the minor as well. You're 14 and you know these grown men are flirting with you and you're just going to engage with it. Like, yeah, I get it. You're just a kid, but you know better. Like, when I was a kid and that shit happened to me, I just blocked the motherfuckers and moved on. Like, just because you're a kid doesn't mean, like, there's no excuse. You should have blocked these motherfuckers. You should have left the server and brought it to Nux's attention. If you didn't do anything about it, call him out on it. You are still 14. You are a teenager. You have a brain. You know what right and wrong is. You knew this was wrong, and you knew they shouldn't be doing it to you, so you should have blocked them. You should have been blocked them. The fact that you didn't do anything about it just shows that this generation sucks. Like, you kids need to start doing shit and start defending yourselves and start blocking these predators and stop engaging with predators. Stop making it normalized. Because that's the thing. Like, yeah, the predator is obviously way worse and deserves to be electrocuted, but you guys don't need to be letting it happen. Like, it's two wrongs. Like, yeah, like one side's wrong, but doesn't mean you be wrong too and allow it to happen. You don't allow that shit to happen. You block the predator. You do not ever fucking engage with them that way. These kids need to stop doing that. These kids need to be held accountable as well.
Okay. According to Red, on the first day they joined the server, Alan spammed their DMs with a bunch of gore and NSFW content.
So why didn't you block them? If
I don't know. It hurts.
I'm all right.
All right, hold on. I'm in the middle of monologue. But that's the thing. This kid came in the server and said that this grown-ass adult sent them gore. Yeah, they didn't block the person. Why do these kids play victim, but they don't block the people? They don't do anything to stop it. It's like you're 14, you're a teenager, you know how to hit the block button, you know how to leave a server, you know how to bring it to Nux Talker's attention, you know how to do this shit. Because that's the thing, these predators do not need to be doing that shit, and the minors do not need to be engaging with this shit, point blank.
There are multiple instances of Red or Alan publicly mentioning Alan sending gore to Red. Here's one from October 6th. On October 14th, Alan mentioned showing his personal collection to Red. On January 1st, 2019, Alan actually posted a gore image into the voice chat channel and pinged Red. In February 2019, Red reacted to a meme by saying, "I can take pictures of men's penises being cut in half, but this is too much even for me." It was a GIF and just a tip. Yeah.
Why the fuck are you, a kid, engaging with these grown-ass adults? Like, you should not be doing this shit. And this is the problem, is these kids want to cry victim, but then they engage with it. Like, yeah, the predator is bad, and I obviously disavow the person. The person needs to be put in an electric chair. But that's the thing, too. The kids, instead of reporting these people to the police or telling the parents, they engage with the predator and make it okay. It's like, no, you don't need to be doing that. You can't give consent. You can't consent to that. So don't do it. That simple.
For dramatic effect, Alan, shake my head, the message below contains nudity. And if we go one message further, we can see a message from Nuxtaku.
See, Nux is seeing all this shit and he didn't do anything about it. It's like, come on, you fucking freak. You are the owner of the server and you're seeing minors being groomed and you're not going to do anything about it? Really? Like, how can anybody trust you after this? No one should trust you after this at all.
Soy Boy here.
Wesker, I know you're a former Nuxtaku fan. Do you trust him after all this?
No.
Here is another adult user.
A lot of people shouldn't, and I know there are a few Nuxtaku fans in my audience, and I hope they're watching. You should not be trusting Nuxtaku after this. After what's showing on the screen, you should not be trusting this guy anymore. You should not be trusting him or his community anymore. He doesn't believe in exposing pedos. He doesn't believe in calling out bad faith actors. He is the bad faith actor pedo himself because he's allowing this shit, and he doesn't give a fuck.
And also a small anime creator. He already knows that Red is underage.
If this is happening in the open of his Discord, then who knows what's happening in private DMs?
Oh my god, look who makes a cameo in the comments. Verlicify.
Despite this, he asks Red if he can send them something truly disturbing. Okay, Soy, send it to me. BT? Come on. I expected at least nuggets. If you don't know what that word means, don't look it up. Alan proceeds to drop codes to some extremely obscene comics. Thanks, Alan. Soy, I am extremely disappointed.
How does this shit happen in the open of Discord and no one called it? I know it's a Patreon server, but still, it's like Nuxtaku was a big YouTuber back then too. Like, how did nobody call this shit out back then?
How did the kid afford going to a Patreon server?
The parents' money. They probably used the mommy and daddy's money to join Nuxtaku's Patreon server. And as soon as that's another thing too, never, ever, ever let kids like send you money, especially on YouTube, because eventually what happens is the parents will eventually charge back because 9 times out of 10 they did it without the parents' permission.
Red, you scare me. That is actual animal rape and murder. I know.
Why is a kid? Oh my god, Nuxtaku's a fucking retard for this. He should, like, I know this server shut down, but he should never have a Discord server ever again, or any kind of server. He shouldn't even have a YouTube channel, because this is so irresponsible. Super irresponsible, especially... What? Alright, let's continue. So, I gotta get my camera back on.
How is that not the most fucked up thing? Alan sent me a video of a man getting his...
Picked a great name, but your voice doesn't quite match it?
We have a fix.
Voice mod gives you over 100...
Off by a machete. Real life, of course. Nuxtaku was pinged about something off topic immediately after that message, but it didn't show up. On January 16th of 2019, Alan posted a bait-and-switch video into the general chat channel. The thumbnail shows a naked woman, but when the video is played, it switches to a video containing stuff like this. Despite the warnings given by other members to not look at it, Red can be seen giving their reaction to the video. You can take that as a corroboration for my testimony of what the video is. Violet said that Alan should be banned. Nuxtaku was then pinged because Alan did something bad. Nux shows up and says, "Wow, didn't see that one coming," and he then leaves. He took no action. He didn't delete the video or punish Alan or anything.
Yeah, because he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't have any morals. That's why he didn't punish him. He did not punish him because he has no morals whatsoever. Like, Nuxtaku has zero morals. The fact that he let this shit happen in the open and let Alan talk about this shit in front of a kid and groom a kid right in the public and didn't do anything about it, didn't ban the guy or didn't do anything about it, or ban the minor, didn't do anything about it at all, just shows you this guy has no morals and he's a piece of fucking shit. And the fact that he even allowed the kid in the NSFW server in the first place, that also makes him a big ultra piece of shit.
Apparently they had an NSFW channel.
Why
Because look at the bottom post there. Doesn't that go in NSFW?
Yeah, but doesn't the kid still have access to it?
I think so, yeah.
And that's the problem is you can't have kids accessing the NSFW channel.
I mean, I can't actually see the Discord server.
If you're gonna have, I know, but if you're gonna have an NSFW channel, the kids cannot access it. Point blank. That is a rule all Discord servers should follow, and if they don't follow, they need to be taken down. It is that simple.
Then Nikindros also posted his own video on Twitter, garnering some responses and captioning it, "New video. Before Nuxtaku was a far-right demagogue raving against the hedonism and the degeneracy of the left. During the peak years of his career, he ruled YouTube as its EPI emperor, who always prioritized profits over basic child safety. Link below." Then he links it below, and Foxy Heaven replies, "After watching this entire video, I am sickened by the fact that he was the very first VTuber to support me and DM me privately. I'm also very upset by the fact that he followed me and supported me during the time he was doing this disgusting behavior."
I bet you this person somehow knew about Nuxtaku's behavior. Because that's the thing, these VTubers are closely aligned, and some of them do know about these people's disgusting behaviors, what they do in the Discord servers and shit like that. Because that's the thing, I'm a YouTuber as well. I know how YouTubers gossip. And that's the thing. He most likely somehow knew about it, and yet you're just pretending, "Oh, I'm gonna be this more authority and backstab Nuxtaku." That's what Mudahar did. Mudahar knew about all this disgusting lolicon shit back in 2024 when Nuxtaku got exposed for being a lolicon. Guess who tried to flee responsibility? Mudahar. Mudahar tried to pretend, disavow, and cut Nuxtaku off, but then he himself got exposed.
Rev says Nessie of all people. And honestly, I trust Rev way more than Nux, and that's the crazy part.
Me too, because at least like Rev doesn't have any grooming shit like this about him.
Oh no, the worst I've heard about him is someone saying he was a pedo because his wife had fucking stuffed animals.
What the fuck?
Yeah, apparently his wife posted a picture. Well, it was then his girlfriend, a picture of her stuffed animal collection on her bed, and apparently that somehow made her and him pedos.
That's gay. That's just some. You know what? That'll be included in my rant after this about how the commentary community sucks and gay.
Behavior. Batty quote tweets Nikandros by saying, "This video is incredibly disturbing, and all I see is just jokes about Nux being annoying. The idea of not just owning, but being active in and profiting off of a server where a minor is getting publicly groomed, pushed to drop out of school, and SH makes me ill. I'm glad to see that it seems like the victim is healing and getting their life back together, but oh my god, I cannot imagine allowing something like this to go on."
Let's be real, and I know some people will say that I'm victim shaming, and I don't give a fuck. Because I know this is going to sound like a hot take, but it's not. This is common sense. Yes, the predator is always at fault 100,000%. But if you're the victim and you're allowing this, you're just as at fault as well because you allowed it. You didn't block them. You didn't leave the server. And I don't care if I was only 14. I was 14 one time too, and I didn't leave. And I didn't fucking allow this shit to happen to me. I blocked all the people that were doing shit to me. So why didn't you do the same thing? And I was autistic. I was literally an autistic 14-year-old. I was brain dead, and yet I still knew what
I'm actually kind of glad I got on the internet when I was about 17.
Yeah, because you didn't have to deal with shit like this. But it's like
exactly.
But that's the
I
thing.
didn't have to deal with getting.
And I know, like this sounds like victim blame, but it's not because that's the thing. You can solve. I'm giving.
Crazy part is
you can solve the problem by just blocking the person online. It's not like they're in person. It's not like they know your family. It's not like they can do anything to you. If it's some random fuck on the internet that you don't even know and they're making you uncomfortable, block them. Use the block button. They can't hurt you in real life. They don't even know your real life name. So block them. Don't just sit there and take it for a few years and then expose them when you don't like them anymore. It's so stupid. You could have avoided this. You could have been exposed to them a long time ago. Like, we don't need to know about this shit years in advance. We need to know that shit immediately. We don't need to know this shit about this shit years later when you quote-unquote matured. You're mature enough back then to expose it then, report them to Discord, or go let your parents know. Because that's the thing. Like, kids need to stop acting like the victims and actually do something about it.
on. I am just
especially if they're allowing it. Like you're in Discord servers and you're allowing it and you're engaging with it and you're encouraging it, then you can't sit there and say you're a victim when you're allowing it. And I know seems like controversial, but it's true. If I'm saying anything wrong, y'all could say I'm saying something stupid. But I don't think I am, because that's the thing. Yes, the predator's responsible. Yes, the predator is guilty, more guilty because he's the adult. And obviously he should be charged for like messaging minors and all that. But if the kid engages, then the kid deserves criticism too. And that's just a fact.
at a total loss. Mr. T-Bird Gaming replies, what you just described is on his YouTube channel too, by the way. It's not like it was only done in private, and others help him along the way. Charlie, Muda, Iron Mouse, Oompaville, Quite, etc. And Batty replies, the creators I follow that he collabed with do their due diligence in maintaining 18 plus communities, and I can imagine we're not aware he was allowing minors access to uncensored and
Mudahar definitely knows, because Mudahar and Nux talk every single day. And not only that, but Mudahar knew about the lolicon shit, therefore he probably knew about this too. So you can't sit there and say Mudahar didn't know. About the other guys, I don't know. I don't know how Charlie and Nux talk behind the scenes. I just know about Muda and Nux because we did a deep dive on them in 2024.
A name I was not expecting was Iron Mouse, which, yeah.
But let me tell you something. If a creator has more than 100,000 subscribers, 99.9% chance they are a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, money corrupts.
SFW material.
Money corrupts and the big numbers corrupt. And that's a fact.
I think saying they helped him by participating in React content is a bit misguided. Jazzington quote tweets Nick Andrews' post by saying, learning Nuxtaku ran a Patreon Discord server, which he was extremely active in, with a NSFW channel where minors would send corn, and I'm not surprised in the slightest.
He should have banned the people. He shouldn't have not allowed that shit in the open. And everyone has a right to call him out for their shit. 100,000%.
This video also shows a pretty clear-cut example of a minor being groomed in this server, being sent corn and extreme gore, and the groomer was Nux's friend who was shouted out in multiple videos. And it's extremely obvious Nux knew this was happening.
Nux was the grown-up, he was the server owner, he knew that this was happening, he was replying on the messages, and he didn't give a shit because he doesn't give a fuck, he has no morals. He should have banned those fucks out of his community, 100,000%, and the fact he didn't pisses me off. That's why you can't trust these people. You can't trust any of these big creators because all these big creators have shady shit in their closet. In the public discourse, the private discourse. Do you know how many big creators that have private discords that nobody can see, but they're doing shady shit in there? Tons of them. And they're waiting to be exposed. And if they haven't been exposed yet, they'll be exposed soon. Maximilian Musk is a big example of that. Tipster too.
This is the same guy that has now pivoted to right-wing content and screaming about trans people grooming kids, despite uploading diet corn for his audience of 14-year-olds for years. How was this guy prevalent at all? At Quite?
How did anybody take him seriously? How did Quite, Nux, how did Quite, Mudahar, all these people take Nux talking seriously? Oh, wait, because they don't have any morals either. They probably have the same type of skeletons in their closet too. I'm telling you guys, a lot of these commentary people have skeletons in the closet. They do. No one likes to listen, but they keep doing it. That's why, more and more people keep saying what I've been saying for years. All these people have skeletons in the closet. There's no morality in the commentary community anymore.
To leave the VC if you're friends.
It's all fucked now.
And Nuxtaku starts showing you lollicorn and just saying, bro, it's really easy attaching this clip.
This person proceeds to pleasure himself.
Yep. No, wow. What do you consider that? What are your thoughts on this, Nux?
Not as rapey as the next one I'm going to show you.
Oh boy.
What the? Hold on, I'm getting back on my camera. What the fuck? What the fuck, for real, guys? This shit is getting disgusting.
What the hell is he even
replies,
talking about?
I feel bad for everything that happened.
He's talking about raping some anime girls, saying it's all rapey and shit.
No, I think he's talking about what's going on in the anime, but still.
Still.
quite still, of course. But man, it's starting to seem like he's just as bad as Weast and Nux. Do quote tweets Chazington's post with a screenshot of all of these creators and Nuxtaku on a panel, and Do captions it by saying, being in a Nuxtaku video is the YouTube equivalent of being on the Epstein files. What are these guys doing? I'm not surprised at all.
I'm not gonna lie, that is so accurate. Being on a Nuxtaku video is literally equivalent to being on the Epstein. It's basically the commentary version of the Epstein list at this point. Like literally.
Mudahar, Turkey Tom, and Moist Critical frequently collabing with him, but quite.
See, Turkey Tom, Mudahar, they all collaborate with him. They're all guilty. They're all the Nuxtaku. You know what, guys? Let's start spreading this around Twitter and the chat. Let's type hashtag Nuxtaku list in chat. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Hashtag Nuxtaku list.
And Tippity replies, Nux had anime YouTube on lock for a while in like 2019 and 2022. It was slop, but it had the numbers. And Do replies, hentai anime YouTube in 2019 sounds like the worst thing ever.
The worst thing ever, but yeah, a lot of you commentary guys were okay with it until people started calling it out, till people like Nick Andros and Connor and all these other people started calling out. That's when y'all started caring. But before that, y'all didn't care. Y'all allowed this shit to happen. And that's why, like, I'm just so hated with these people. These people knew Nuxtaku was a piece of shit for several years, and they didn't give a fuck.
And Tippity replies, it was so bad, even for the time. We had it so much better with people, Demolition D and Digibro back in 2015. All hell broke loose after like 2018, and all became slob. And Shamu quote tweets this post with this clip in the caption, Nuxtaku.
Let's continue.
You better let us love you. I'll tell you
Who was
right
making
now.
NSFW channels for minors in his Discord, where people were talking sexually to them and sending them bestiality porn. Crazy video from Nicandros.
The NSFW channel wasn't there from the start. We can trace its creation to this exchange from October 15th, 2018, where we can see this user, who from now on will be called Red, repeatedly asking Nux to create it. If we look at the
Bro, that if that's the same person, that's literally a 14-year-old asking you to create it, and you say, "Oh shit!" You should have said no. Get the fuck out of here and ban the person. That's what I do. When shit like that happens, I ban the people. You need to learn.
I can't stand little shits. Get them out of here.
Get them out of here and don't
get them out of my adult space.
Don't groom them. Don't fuck with them, because it gets you in trouble. And that's why Nuxtaku and his community are on hot water, because they're idiots.
Time and date of these messages, the NSFW channel was made 2 minutes later. In response to...
Bruh, he's literally making it for children. You're making this shit for children, dude. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Nuxtaku? You are so fucking stupid.
This, Red raised their Patreon pledge, and Nux gave them a thumbs up. For a brief moment, let me take you to August of 2024. Nuxtaku is finally being pressed about his past content, and he was actually pushed into making a response.
The biggest shock to me to this day entering the broader commentary sphere was the dangers lurking around every corner in regard.
You mean the dangers that you could have prevented, but you didn't? You could have banned those people and saved your server and not let weird fucks in your server that grew minors and get them out and disavow it because you claimed to be against it?
To children.
Like this problem would have been solved a long time ago if you would have just did your job as a server owner and protected your fucking community, you sack of shit.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Children are not
right. The people that constantly talk about this are usually guilty of it. That's the crazy part.
Yes, that's another thing. The people that talk about this a lot, that obsess about it way too much, end up being guilty about it. In fact, look at what happened in the small commentary community. A lot of the people that call me a pedo ended up being pedos themselves.
Or guilty of other heinous shit.
And guilty of other heinous shit, like revenge porn, like all those small commentary people, like Robin was.
Not safe on the internet. I only became chronically online after high school, but I couldn't imagine what it would do to me if I was in some YouTuber's
Only became a degenerate after high school. Man, shut up, Nuxtaku.
Discord server at the age of 12 or 14.
You couldn't imagine. You don't need to. Red joined the server on September 7th. On day 1, they openly declared themselves to be 14 years
And
old.
you made an NSFW channel for them, which means you are responsible for grooming them and exploiting them to sexual content. You fucking weirdo piece of shit.
They would later claim to be 15 multiple times.
And then they say, like, you should have banned them as soon as they said their age. You should have been banned them. That's what I would have done.
But as they
What the
openly
hell? Did you
stated,
see what they said, too? Go back a bit.
Right here?
to be 14
no,
years old. They would later claim to be
there.
15.
I'm over the sexual consent limit because 15 is over 13. No, it doesn't work like that, you dumbass.
Yeah, they should have got rid of this person. This is the problem: is these people do not know how to solve quick problems.
Oh, I see the full context. He says Nux set the server location in Japan, but that's still retarded.
15 multiple times.
That is really sketchy. I'm not gonna lie, that is really sketchy. He's not even in Japan. Is he really trying to lure minors in there? Like, that is so fucking disgusting.
But as they openly stated, they were lying about their age.
We need an answer from Turkey Tom, Muda, and all of Nux's friends about this shit. 100,000%. They have a lot of shit to answer for.
Red was born in 2000.
Then Shamu attaches this screenshot of an anonymous user saying, "Ha, I'm still underage, so because you are talking to me, you are all technically pedophiles." And a deleted user replies, "Not me." And the redacted user says, "Yep." And the deleted user says, "Remember, age of consent in Romania is 15, so I can smack your ass all I want." Then this redacted user says, "Bestiality, come on, I expected at least nugget." And the deleted user replies, "Something redacted." Heck. Hassan then quote tweets Shamu's post here, screenshotting Nux's channel when you search Hassan, showing Nux making multiple videos on Hassan, and he captures it by saying, "Judge me by my enemies."
Just because your enemies are degenerate losers doesn't make you a saint. Enemy of my enemies, another enemy. Because all these people in commentary suck. Hassan sucks, Turkey Tom sucks, Badwick sucks, Nux Taku sucks. They all suck. Let these people burn for all I care. They all suck. They're all degenerates. Don't take any sides. In fact, just fuck commentary in general. Fuck all these people.
Throw away.
A lot of these people have skeletons in the closet. I'm the only creator that doesn't have any skeletons in my closet. All these other creators have skeletons in their closet. They contradict themselves. They lie. They do all this shit. I always tell the truth. I'm honest. And I am not no pedo piece of shit like these people are.
Also tweets out this clip of Hassan reacting to Nicandros' video with the
Honestly, I don't care about Hassan's opinion though, because he's still a piece of shit. Let's get to the Reddit. I don't think so. Let's get to the Reddit.
captions it, "Adults in the server inappropriately interacted with the minor." And Training Smell replies, "I dropped him and the Taiga drama happened." And Quirky Serene Frenzy says, "I'm not sure when I dropped the guy." His expose.
It's just Reddit reactions, and I don't give a fuck about the Reddit opinions. I just want to get directly into the context. So let's now get to Nux Taku response.
By Nicandros and the backlash.
People are accusing you of being a pedophile because of a Discord. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that a bit today. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it today like any other Tuesday. I allowed minors in there with NSFW going on. I didn't do a shit and do anything. And I'm a grown-ass man. That's just some every Tuesday, bro. That's just some lighthearted mistake. Go fuck yourself, Nux Taku.
I don't want to be rude.
People should be rude to you because you're a piece of shit.
You know what? We'll save it for when I talk about it. It might have been one of the most disingenuous, slanderous campaigns ever.
Disingenuous, slanderous campaigns? What do you mean? You literally were allowing this shit to happen. What's the slander? What's the lie? It's screenshots from your Discord. It's your actual account, and they're allowing this shit to happen. That was your Discord account creating an NSFW channel for a 14-year-old. Someone that you thought was 14, 15. You literally knew what you're doing. You know what you're guilty of. It ain't no slander bullshit. You actually did it. You can't cry slander.
But we'll talk about it a bit.
I love Roblox, but I don't have money to spend on Robux.
Shut the fuck up.
Roblox.
Roblox is all for pedals too. Don't play Roblox, ladies and gentlemen.
It's unbelievable, to be honest. It really is. It's like, oh, a guy got groomed in a Discord.
You let it happen. It's not that it just happened in your Discord. You didn't know about it. You let it happen. You didn't ban the island, dude. You created an SFW channel for that minor that they were grooming. You knew what happened. You allowed it. You fucking allowed it. You're the one that leaked it. You're the one that allowed it. You allowed this shit. That's why people are mad at you. That's why people are criticizing you. And everyone has every right to criticize you for allowing this shit.
Which is fucking awful, don't get me wrong. And I'm really sorry if I contributed to that at all.
I'm really sorry if you could. Did you not hear the city yet? I'm sorry if I contributed to it at all. What kind of slip up is that? Is anyone taking this guy seriously after that? He basically just admitted to taking part in grooming and helping a groomer. Yeah, nobody's going to care in like 5-6 years. This guy's still going to be on the platform, still making content, and guess what? Nobody's going to give a shit. By the way, y'all can still hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Really fucking awful. But I really didn't contribute to that much at all.
So you contributed to it, but then now it's not that much at all. Did you contribute to it? Yes or no? It's a simple yes or no, you fucking retard.
You know what I noticed with the posts? He didn't post a whole lot in this server, which means he's literally one of those absent server owners that's barely.
But you saw the messages how he posted right under.
Yeah, I know, but that's retarded.
He still created the NSFW channel.
Oh yeah, it's still fucking stupid, but the fact that he was an absent server owner raises red flags to me a lot. What did Smash PT do?
That's another thing too. It's like if you own a server, I don't care how big of a creator you are, don't be absent. Don't even have a server is just going to be absent. Because that's the thing. I know it's
the
like
server's about you. You should be in your server.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm in my server almost every day. In fact, I don't even like talking now on the servers just because I like my corner and I like my community. I respect my community.
Even Vera Dark freaking interacts with her community.
Even Fratanga interacts with this community. They do wrestle nights and shit. But people like Nux Taku, they barely do. And when they do, they're doing stupid shit.
Be honest.
It makes me think, too, if Nux Taku's going to allow that in the open, what is he doing behind the scenes? Is there some secret Discord that he has that he's not telling anybody about that he has grooming? Does him and Mudahar and Tukitomo have some peddling or something going on behind the scenes? But Triton, you're making false allegations. That's just a question. That's not making an allegation.
Like if we were being honest.
Substance replies, "Has someone checked Nux's hard drives already?"
His hard drive should have been checked a long time ago, 100,000%. And he should have been disavowed a long time ago because that was from 2018 and nobody said anything till now, 2026. That really just shows you that the commentary community don't give a fuck and they all are shady and they all also have skeletons in the closet because they knew about this shit happening back then and they didn't do anything. They didn't do a goddamn thing. And I know Mudahar definitely knew about it because he knows everything. Him and Nux Taku are butt buddies.
Eli says, "Probably not a good sign if you have to hedge about how much you contributed to a child being groomed." Nadasare says, "It's so convenient how he's always just unaware of the thing that's happening that everyone else is aware of. Normies who don't watch anime..."
This is just going to be like a 1 second thing, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. They're calling you a grifter? Yeah, they call me a grifter because they disagree with my opinions.
That's not why we call you a grifter. We call you a grifter because you don't have actual opinions. You lie about your opinions just to fit in with the right wing and shit and the VTuber community. And you pretend to be anti-pedo, but
Same
you
with
are one of
Chibi
the
Reviews who got recently ruined.
Yeah, see, Nux Taku, Chibi Reviews, all these people suck. All these people are garbage.
how it works. Essentially, from what I understand, someone entered a Discord and lied about their age, and someone else in the Discord.
They said they were 14, you dipshit. Yeah, they lied about their age, but they still said they were 14, and you believe they were 14, and you let them have an NSFW channel.
I think there's also someone else that lied about being a minor too in there.
In one of my.
It doesn't matter. Like,
yeah,
you shouldn't even have people in the community
servers over the.
That's why it's like, for me, I just segregated the minors where they don't even have like any access to any channels in my Discord, so they can't claim shit.
Years, and someone messaged that guy.
And not only that, but we don't do that shit anyways, because my people actually have good morals, unlike Nuxtaku's people.
Lewd stuff, which is awful.
Which is awful. It's so awful, even though I contributed to it, but it's just awful.
But yeah, unfortunately, parents need to make sure that their kids aren't logging into 18 plus servers.
They should, but when you, the server owners, see them say they're 14, you should have banned them, you dipshit. See, that's another thing. You guys are just as bad because you're literally allowing it in your fucking server. It's your fucking server. If it was my server, I wouldn't have allowed it. I never allowed it.
Yeah, you even banned people that joke about being minors.
Yes. Remember too, they say, oh, I'm a minor, and I banned them, and they're like, I'm joking. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here.
You know?
Because that's the thing. This shit's serious. You can't allow this shit. And that's the thing, too. I know my community is safe because we don't have people that think like that. Because I've banned people for just joking about being pedos. Oh, I'm a pedo. Okay, get out of here. Bye-bye. But I was joking. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to allow you joking like that. Like, if you say any form of pedo jokes, even if you're joking, you're getting the fuck out of here. And I hope you fucking die.
Yeah.
It's awful. Don't get me wrong, but that's that.
And Velnius Road, Bandit 090.
All right, I don't care about all this. It's just people's reactions. We'll do the dismissal ourselves. So, final conclusion is Nuxtaku is an irresponsible server owner. He doesn't know how to moderate his server right. He should have banned the people that were grooming the minors, and he should have also never, ever made the NSFW channel for the people claiming to be minors. I don't care if they lied about their age or not. If someone's claiming to be underage and you are giving them access to NSFW channels, you deserve to be called out for it, and you deserve to be, blackballed from the community, because people got blackballed from commentary community for less. In fact, people blackballed me for slander. So let's now get the panel's final perspective, since you already got Lord Triton's final perspective. Torin, what's your final perspective on the Nuxtaku situation of him being a fucking idiot?
And he needs to just shut the fuck up.
He needs to shut the fuck up, take accountability, and not allow that shit in his Discord. And not even have a Discord again. Like, after that, like, you're done. Like, as soon as shit like that happens, you need to just give up and be done with it. So now, Booty Warrior, since you're the one that recommended this topic, what is your final perspective on Nuxtaku having groomers in the server and him allowing it and not doing a damn thing about it?
Booty Warrior, are you asleep again?
Did you fall asleep?
Don't answer us if you're asleep. He's asleep.
Is he asleep? Hold on. Okay, he's asleep. Looks like I'm gonna.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. If you wake back up, just type in the backstage chat, and I'll add you back if you wake up. All right. Anyway, so that's the final perspectives of that. So now we're done with the clip, reacting to clips, because. All right. So now we're gonna get to the ranting part of the stream.
It's happened to Triton before too, Jalen.
Oh yeah, it's happened to me like on stream, literally.
Yeah, and then took a picture of you and posted it in the side chat and the voice chat.
Yeah, I was drunk. It was on my drinking streams. So yeah, I'm gonna take a blink. All right. So now we're gonna talk about the final segment of the night, and that is the commentary community. I was right once again about the commentary community falling because all of them are being exposed. You have Turkey Tom being exposed. You have Nux Taku being exposed.
Wait, what did Turkey Tom get exposed for?
Allegations of girls like trying to meet to him, but apparently with that, it's like apparently he turned out to be innocent with that, but still he got betrayed by Kiwi Farms, a bunch of his old friends that tried to meet to his ass.
Huh.
They're all basically staking each other and trying to meet to each other, falsely call each other pedos. It's just all a fucking big shit show.
It's basically high school girl level.
It's high school girl level shit. And it's shit that people are just so tired of. That's why do you think
VTubing community has the same problem. There's a lot of petty bitches in the community that'll literally go after other girls in the community if they're doing better than them or something. Like there's an incident with a VTuber Demi recently where she was like accusing someone else of view botting.
See, that's another thing too. It's like these people they love to like, you know, call out other shit, but then they do the same shit themselves. Commentary community is just one big petty shit show. Anime community, like all these communities are just petty and they're gonna keep falling. And that's the thing. Commentary is so bad now where there's not even anything left anymore. It like even Nicholas Diorio moved on to politics and doesn't even cover commentary drama anymore because there's nothing here anymore. It's all people just calling each other pedos with no
proof. They ran out of the drama and they have to make their own drama.
And the big creators that cover this shit, if they cover the pedo shit, they can get sued because they have big platforms. Hold on, my cousin's bothering me. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. But these big creators, they allow this shit to happen, and they do fucking scummy shit, and then they want to call other people for doing the same scummy shit. It's just so weird. Commentary people are hypocritical as fuck. They have no morals, no values. They claim they're against all this shit, like flagging and shit like that. But then when people call them out, they like to flag them. Like I got flagged so many times by commentary fans. Tipster fans, Augie fans, Ioria fans, they all flagged me and shit like that. And that's the thing. And they never got held accountable because guess what? Commentary community, they think they can do what they want. They think they can moral flag about other people and set rules for other people, but they don't have to follow the same rules because they created the rules. They think they don't have to follow their own rules. And that's the problem with the commentary community. And that's why it's fallen. That's why Wall Smashers don't even cover commentary drama anymore. They just do Fortnite streams now because it's fallen that bad. Like small commentary has fallen that bad where they don't even do drama streams anymore. They do Fortnite streams because no one gives a fuck about the small dramas anymore or about them making lies about me. That's why they just do Fortnite streams now because commentary is that dead. Why do you think I don't even do commentary drama anymore? I don't cover Boogie, Locale Live, or anything like that. Because it's all just born the same shit. Oh, Boogie doing something stupid. Boogie should have been kicked off the show. That's nothing. They like the more fact about Boogie, but they still keep him on the show, and they keep paying him to do bad shit on Locale Live. Like, these people literally donate to Boogie every single day. These people watch him on Locale Live every single day. Keemstar, who pretends to call him out, literally pays Boogie hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year to fuck up. That's the thing, it's just the same repetitive shit. Same repetitive dumb shit in the commentary community. Oh, Boogie is doing something stupid. It's like if y'all would have really cared, y'all would have kicked him off a long time ago.
He said me.
Sorry about that. My cousin's being a little annoying trying to talk while I'm streaming. Anyways, well, I'll put the gameplay up. But yeah, no, there's just these people literally don't have anything, any credibility or anything to say or do stand for. They stand for nothing. Like that's the thing. These people claim to be for the truth, right? But then you have people like Wall Smack really admitting to lying about me, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna continue to lie about you because it's fun and it's fun content." It's like you're gonna lie about me and lie about people for content. Is that what commentary's gotten to, where you just don't even tell the truth anymore? That you just lie and slander people for content? Like, really? That's so fucking stupid. That's so fucking dumb, and it's so fucking just disingenuous. And that's why the commentary will never be the same again, because we don't have any truth tellers in the community anymore. We don't got people that want to tell the truth. We don't got people that want to actually, tell the truth and actually call shit out. When people are making lies about people, it doesn't matter if you like the person or not, you need to call that shit out. Plain and simple. And the commentary community is just so fucking gone, and they don't get any views because they all fucking suck. They all tear each other apart. They all backstab each other. They don't have actual legit opinions or morals, and that's why these people just hate each other now. That's why the commentary community will be forever dead. Will be forever a grave water because it's fucking stupid. And yes, Jalen, Jim did fall asleep on stream, which I did too, like Glitch said earlier. Which now we're at the chill part of the segment, but that's the thing. I like to just do rants about commentary every once in a while because I'm so tired of them trying to come back and pretend they have morals and that they're better than everybody. It's like, no, you're not. You're the worst people on the planet, and y'all all suck. Y'all really do. Y'all make lies about people. Y'all ruin people's lives. Y'all just do it for internet clout. And you do it for people that don't even like you because your own fans end up turning on you every single time. You guys don't even have an actual community. What Ravencast is an actual community. Yeah, we don't agree all the time, but we don't fucking fall out with each other over petty shit like commentary does. And if we have an argument, we always end up working it out. We don't just hold grudges, and the ones that hold grudges, we kick them the fuck out. Because why are you going to hold a grudge and continue to beef and try to divide the community? Like, if you have a problem, we can easily resolve it. What game is this?
It's Limbus Company.
Oh, Limbus Company? Cool. I'm going to be live till around like 9:30, 10-ish. Let's see. Is there any other topics we can cover? You want to just chill and vent and rant and talk about whatever?
Yeah, I don't know of any other topics to cover. Let's see what. Oh, right. Oh, my homepage is working in. Let's see what we got on my homepage here. Maybe there's something I can dig up.
I could also look on Twitter as well. But apparently, too, there are people campaigning for this congressman, Randy Fine, out of Florida. But that guy is such a piece of shit. He laughs about dead Palestinian babies and babies being killed, and he thinks it's funny. But yeah, he's still a congressman. Why? People vote him in because why? Randy Fine's one of the biggest piece of shit, and he's one of these right-wing retards that pretend to be base but is woke as fuck and will block you. He's literally been blocking random accounts on Twitter for calling him out and making fun of him. Like, all these righties want to pretend that they're funny, that they're based, but then when you make fun of them, they block you. Commentary's the same way. I'm literally blocked by all the big commentators. Xylee, Nicholas Diorio, Keemstar, like all these people have me, a nobody, blocked, an autistic person blocked, all because I disagreed with them, all because I called them out on their bullshit, all because I don't want to participate in their fuckery and suck them off every day and say that they're good people because they're not. That's the same way in politics, same way with Randy Fine, same way with the Trump administration. Trump administration claims to have free speech and loud disagreements, but since you disagree, they will block and cancel you just like the left does. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Limbus Company. Yep. That's what he's playing. It is Limbus Company. I'm also going to be smoking the commentary pack because they all are full of shit and they all can go fuck themselves because that's the thing. They've been having double standards for years. And that's the thing. Stuff like Nux Taku is a big example as well because Nux Taku was someone that the commentary community loved. The commentary community kissed his ass the whole fucking time. And guess what? They kissed his ass the whole fucking time. And then when he got exposed, they want to pretend like, oh, we knew he was weird the entire time. It's like, no, you guys didn't care about him being weird until the public did. Nobody fired the shots until the public fired the shots. Nobody behind the scenes that knew about this shit for several years wanted to fire the shots. And that's the problem. Wesker apparently woke up, but he's in the Discord. I'm going to go in real quick. Yo, Wesker, we're still live, by the way. Hop back in. We thought you fell asleep. Oh, your microphone? All right. Oh, yeah, Jalen, we're still live, by the way. And Gatler's hopping back in. Hold on. But yeah, people like Nux Taku were built up for a while as some truth teller, as some base Chad, all because he went after Hassan. But then, as soon as he gets exposed, people want to try to defend them until the point they can't anymore, and then they want to pretend they didn't know that he is a piece of shit. But it's like he was a piece of shit that you backed for years. Oh, Booty Warriors in lobby. What's up, Booty Warrior? You back? Yep. Oh, he gone. Well, stream's gonna end around like 9:30. Jim's probably going to have to chill and chat unless he can come back in because it just kicked him out as soon as he came in. Which, that's weird. Oh, he's back. All right, try one more time. Hello?
Hello? Is this thing working?
Yeah, it's working now. What's up, man? How's it going?
Fucking Christ. Holy shit.
Since we couldn't get your final perspective on a Nux Taku thing, you want to give your final perspective?
Yeah, I was literally talking there, and then I seen you put me backstage, and holy shit, my thing said it was muted, and I was trying to get it to go back to normal, and oh my god, it pissed me off so much. Anyways, basically, my whole thing is that he was a degenerate. It doesn't matter what his content is now. He was a degenerate then. He probably still has those tendencies. Doesn't matter if he has a wife. Doesn't matter if he has a family, kids, whatever. He had all that shit. And he let that happen. Like, I'm sorry, that's just not cool. Like, you don't do that shit. I mean, you need to. He said that that happened, but no, that's still not cool. Like, you can't sit there and play the moral high ground and talk about everybody's a pedo this, pedo that, when you were the one that legitimately allowed pedo type shit to go on. And I don't care if it's a paid server and you would have lost money. No, you should have banned them right
and not only that, but he also created an NSFW channel for a minor as well.
Yeah,
that's a big problem.
That right there. But people were saying that it wasn't an actual minor. Like,
it doesn't matter. Hold on, I know the camera's distracted, but it doesn't matter if it was an actual minor or not. The fact that he still didn't ban them and didn't do anything about it just shows what his moral character really is. That he doesn't.
Yeah. Like,
if this was Hassan, and Hassan had the same thing, right, where he had someone come lie about his age, Nux Taku would be making the same talking points I'm making about Nux.
Yeah, like I was about to say, basically put is that he was the one that is basically in a way, it doesn't matter if that wasn't a minor, it doesn't matter. It's damning enough as it is. And I don't care, because it was basically the Nux lovers that had said that, oh, this it's a dude, right? The dude is not a minor. Well, maybe now he's not, but what about then? And even if he wasn't then and he was a trap, right? That's still fucked up that you let that happen.
He basically fell for the trap.
Yeah. And it's like get that shit out of here. The minute they announced their age, they should have been gone.
They should have been got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, and I don't give a fuck if they paid you money. You return their money to them, and you kick them out. And he didn't do that, so there you have it, folks. You know, that motherfucker, he has no right to talk about any type of pedo shit from this point onwards. So,
nope, not at all. He has no right to talk about this shit because that's the thing. He fucking. Hold on, I'm gonna get the camera. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. I know my connection is distraction, but yeah, that's the thing is he needed to get rid of the people doing it, and if it was an NSFW server, he should have banned the minor, even if they lied. Like that's like you can ask Torin. People come in here and joke about being minors, I ban them. They come joke about, pedophilia, I ban them. And I don't give a fuck. I have a zero tolerance policy about that shit. Zero tolerance policy on that shit. Apparently, too, tomorrow, James Fishbag is supposed to be going on Fresh and Fit, and I'll be stream sniping that tomorrow.
Try not to get copyright struck this time.
Hopefully not. I swear, if I get copyright struck, I'm literally gonna DM Iron Gaines on Discord. Be like, why am I getting copyright struck? Because I'm in his Discord, so I can actually DM Iron Gaines if I get struck. Yeah, because we got struck for the Tucker Carlson thing, which I thought was fucking bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still kind of upset about that we got struck for just reacting to James Fishback on Tucker Carlson. That was gay.
Yeah, sometimes that it's not even Tucker's team that does it. It's someone that just wants to take your money, and they know you're an easy target, so they take.
We don't make any money off the channel, though.
No, but but they get the ad. They get the ad if there's ads.
This is Randy Fine, a congressman, blocking people over criticism. Randy Swan is a bitch and a coward, and don't doubt for seconds he hates white people and Christians more than he hates Muslims. Just read the Epstein files for insight into Randy's mind. They spoke just like him, and see he got blocked. Imagine being a congressman and blocking random people on Twitter just because you get offended, and you claim to be a right-wing conservative that's for free speech, but yet you act like the leftists, the anti-free speech leftists. That's why I say the conservatives and Democrats, both of them suck. They're both the same egg, and they both are just as bad as each other. And people that say otherwise are just being dishonest.
Yeah.
Because look at it. He's literally blocking people on Twitter for being called out for laughing at dead Palestinian kids. Maybe don't laugh at dead babies and people wouldn't call you out, you fucking cocksucker. Like, that's the thing. People are like, why do no one like the conservatives? Why are the conservatives losing the midterms? And why are the Democrats bankrupt as well? It's because both parties suck. That's why both Democrats and Republicans are losing, and I feel like independents are going to have a revolution. The next few elections, independents are going to be pushed more and more, and I feel like by 2040, we'll have an independent candidate actually win because people are so tired of the two-party system.
They always say that the independent's going to win, but it ends up that those...
It's really hard to. I'm not going to lie. It is really very super duper hard to win as an independent. Really hard. It's like ultra hard because the mainstream media don't push you, the billionaires don't donate to you, and the mainstream public don't even know who you are. So that's why it's super hard for independents to win, because they don't get the coverage as the main two mainstream candidates do. But that's all about to change if they keep getting fucked up and the people decide to do their own research. Because that's what I'm hoping, is that the people wake up and start doing their own research, and then they start knowing about these America First candidates like Thomas Massey, James Fishbeck, and other independents that actually do give a fuck about our country, and they start voting based on policy instead of what the mainstream media pushes. Because so far, mainstream media for 2028, they're only pushing Newsom and Vance. They're not pushing any of the independent people running at all, or anything like that. And we need to basically defeat the establishment, because Newsom and Vance are both establishment candidates. And I'm going to show Torrance gameplay. Both of them are establishment candidates, and that's why we got to vote for people that are independent. And if there's no independents or no America First candidates, then we stay the fuck home. And that's the only option, really, is just to stay the fuck home.
But do you think that's going to do any good at the end of the day?
It will eventually. It won't in the short term, but in the long term it will, because if enough of us keep on just staying home and keep on not voting, then someone's going to step up. Someone's going to step up and actually be America First and actually do what we want. And then eventually we'll have someone that comes in with an iron fist and fixes our country and actually does what America is supposed to do. And that's how you do it, is put pressure on both political parties until they either destroy themselves or find someone that actually is America First. Because that's what we all want, is someone that puts our country first, someone that doesn't follow the Israeli lobby, someone that doesn't follow the Qatari or foreign lobbies, someone that actually gives a fuck about the people, that will help with the homeless problem, help with us getting out of foreign wars, and help with the issues going on in the country, help fix the economy, help fix all this shit going on. Because all this shit needs to be fixed, and it's not going to be fixed until we do something about it, until we actually say, hey, we're not voting for anybody until we have an America First candidate in the House. And that's the fact, and that's what we need to do. We don't need to vote until we have someone that actually gives a fuck about us, that actually gives a fuck about our country. Someone that's an actually real leader instead of all these puppets. We need a real leader in office. I'm tired of the puppets. I'm tired of the fake masks. I'm tired of it all. All right, go ahead.
I do agree with that. There's a lot of puppets and not enough leaders.
Exactly, and we need more leaders.
Puppet of the lobbyist.
Puppet of the lobbyists, and that's the thing. It's both sides of the puppet of the lobbyists. That's why we need to get someone that's not in the lobby, that's not in the establishment, that will actually fix our country. Because the establishment that these politicians work for hate us. They hate the common Joe. They want us all fucking gone. And that's a fact. And that's why we got to make sure that we say enough is enough. We either vote for someone that's actually for the people or we don't vote at all. And we put a strict ultimatum. And I know a lot of people say, JD Vance is going to save us. No, you guys are the same people that say Trump's going to save us. I listened to you and I voted for Trump, and guess what? We got this shit. So I'm never listening to you guys again. I'm not voting JD Vance because I already listened to y'all once, and guess what? Y'all fucked me over with this administration. I listened to Republicans once, and they fucked me over, so I'm never listening to them again until we actually get results. Because that's ridiculous. They told me to vote for Trump, and I actually do, and then we get nothing Trump promised. He said he released the full Epstein files. Guess what? He lies about it. He says the Epstein files don't exist. That's a Democrat hoax. He says he'll get mass deportations, but then backs down because of riots in Minneapolis. He said that we won't be in foreign wars, but yet wants to go to war with Iran and went to war with Venezuela earlier this year and captured Nick Maduro and wants to start war with Greenland and the whole rest of the world. And probably is about to lose the midterms. Like, this administration failed. We're supposed to be in the golden age, right, Jim? We're supposed to be in the golden age. This is the 250th anniversary of America. We're supposed to be in the golden age. That's what Trump said. That's what Vance said. That's what Marco Rubio said. We're in the golden age. Does it feel like the golden age? In fact, I'm going to put a poll in chat.
Well, everybody says it is the golden age because of what Trump's doing. Hard to believe at this point.
Yeah, but he hasn't really done much, but just been a coward. Been Netanyahu's bitch. Like, the only people that have benefited is Israel. You know what's funny? The oil that was supposed to go to us from Venezuela ended up going to Israel first.
They don't need oil. What the fuck?
We were the ones that captured Nick Maduro. We deserve the fucking oil. Why the fuck are they getting the oil? That's why I'm so tired of this administration, because they keep lying to us. They said the oil was for us and us only, right? But guess what? They gave it to Israel. They literally, Venezuela's now sending them oil. It's like, what the fuck? This administration's a joke, and it failed hard. Really fucking hard. Super ultra hard. And the poll's up. But that's the thing. We do not live in the golden age of America, ladies and gentlemen. We do not. And people that pretend we do are fucking liars. And should never, ever trust them, because that's the thing. If we were in the golden age, we wouldn't be owned by Israel. If we were in the golden age, we wouldn't be economically struggled. We wouldn't have homeless Americans freezing to death in the wintertime. We wouldn't be starving. We wouldn't be in this situation. We wouldn't be bankrupt. We wouldn't be $39 trillion in debt if we're in the golden age. That's why I say we're not in the goddamn golden age. Trump fucking's lying about that, because we're in debt. We're still in debt. We're $39 trillion in debt now. And it keeps going up and up and up, and the debt's not going to go down anytime soon. So yeah, golden age my ass. We don't know. We're living in some golden age. Get the fuck out of here, you motherfuckers.
I agree.
I guess the thing, a lot of these people call me a leftist, but it's like, I voted for Trump in 24, and you didn't give what he said he would do. I didn't get what I voted for, and that's why I'm mad, because I didn't get what I voted for. I voted for mass deportations. I voted for us to not be in with foreign conflicts. I voted for America First administration. I voted for inflation to go down, gas prices to go down, all that shit to go down, but it just went up, and he's done the opposite. I also voted for Trump to be transparent and release the Epstein files, release the JFK files, release all the files that the government has, expose the establishment. But instead, Trump bent the knee to the establishment and did the opposite of what he said he was going to do. And that's why, as a Trump voter, I'm mad. As a 2024 Trump voter, I'm pissed off. And that's why I don't think I want to vote for him ever again, because he fucking lied to my face. He lied to me, lied to the people. And that's why I think you can't trust him anymore. You can't trust Trump. You can't trust this administration. And they also want to say, oh, the Epstein files don't exist. And then they want to say they do exist. And they want to pretend that they released the Epstein files. It's like, no, you guys tried to cover for Epstein. And that's why this administration sucks. Because y'all just went behind your back. Y'all went behind your word. Y'all did not keep to your word. Y'all said that you would be transparent, but not. Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, all those people should have been fired. Randy Fine should be fired. All these people need to be out of office. Lindsey Graham, all these people that are betraying us, lying to other people, need to be thrown the fuck out of office. And that is a fact. That is a big 100% fact. And if y'all disagree, then y'all stupid. Dare y'all someone to come in and say, oh, Trump's administration's great. No, the fuck it's not. Fucking assholes.
Well, to be fair, it could have been a lot worse. We could have had Kamala in office.
We could have had Camel Toe in office, and she's just as bad and worse. But that's the thing. It's like, I'm just tired of it, because I was lied to. As a Trump 2024 voter, I was lied to. And that's why I'm mad calling Trump out all the time. It's not because I'm a leftist or want camel toe. In fact, I don't want camel toe. In fact, Trump's actions are going to get is what's going to get Newcomb or camel toe in office. Do we want these people in office? No. But these people will be in office if Trump keeps fucking up. That's why I'm calling it out. That's why I'm super hard on Trump, because I don't want camel toe or Newcomb or the leftists to take back the House. COVID time was hell. 2020, when they took the House, that was hell. 2021, hell. 2022, hell. You can barely say anything on the site. YouTube was heavily censored. Twitter was heavily censored. The only thing that was not really heavily censored back then was Discord. Everything else was heavily censored. If you said any wrong thing, you would have gotten banned and your life ruined. Now that, everything's gotten back to free speech, now we can say whatever the fuck we want. But even then, MAGA is turning into the anti-free speech people by silencing people that criticize Israel, criticize Trump, or criticize ICE, or criticize anything. It's like, come on. What happened to free speech in America, guys? Free speech just doesn't exist anymore. And that's just hard to say, but it's true. In fact, I'm going to bring the camera back in, and I'm going to smoke the free speech pack. Imagine we living in the world where I have to smoke the free speech pack because free speech does not exist. Isn't that funny? Isn't that fucked?
I would imagine it's fucked more than you believe, but that's just my opinion on it.
It's definitely more fucked. And you're not wrong. All right, guys, it's time for me to smoke the free speech pack. Say goodbye to free speech in America, ladies and gentlemen. The free speech pack has been smoked. That went our free speech, ladies and gentlemen. Our free speech is gone. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to our free speech. I just smoked a free speech pack. It's gone because both Republicans and Democrats don't believe it's free speech anymore. And both of them are compromised by Israel, Qatar, and all these foreign countries, so all of them can go fuck themselves. Was there any topics you could find for us tonight, or we good till tomorrow? Because tomorrow we get to cover James Fishback on Fresh and Fit.
I'm still looking. I don't see anything that would be important to you, really, unless you absolutely want to hear about some other stuff, like gaming-related stuff. Let's see what we got here. Journo bitches about grifters and demands we support woke AAA slop like High Guard, Concord, and Marathon. And what else do we got here? We've got a war. That's interesting.
Which I know will get a lot of viewers covering the Fresh and Fit thing, especially for Stream Snipe it, because a lot of people like Stream Snipe.
Let's see. All right, watch that video.
I'm gonna see if Fratanga uploaded anything.
He uploaded something, but it's just clickbait. I saw it earlier. It's basically nothing new. It's stuff we already know about.
Oh, a Discord backs out of its
Discord's connections to Epstein and shit.
I mean, we could still talk about it because technically we didn't talk about that on the channel, but it's up to you.
Nah, I'm good. I think we can end stream.
Yeah, because we'll have a big show tomorrow because the Fresh and Fit thing's gonna be long. All right, guys, so it's been me, your boy Triton. I'm gonna go ahead and get the outro song out. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you never miss a podcast. Tomorrow we'll be live. If the Fresh and Fit thing is still gonna be on tomorrow, hopefully it is. I'm gonna do research on that. Anyways, it's been me, your boy Triton, and I'm gonna. Let's pull out. Make sure you guys hit the like the stream, share the stream. All right, before we end it, let's do. Oh, damn, torn that. But yeah, Booty Boy, you want to do future plans? Anything going on?
Tomorrow I have off, so I'm happy about that. And
Will you be coming on tomorrow's show when we cover James Fishback on Fresh and Fit?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get the intro song out. You're welcome to stay to listen to it if you want, or you can leave. It's up to you. But yeah, let's get
I'll hang out with you till it's over.
All right, pulling it up. 3, 2, 1. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the stream, share the stream, and we guys will see you right back on the show tomorrow.
There's a bus stop in a rare spot in the middle of a barren, empty desert where it's too hot for even a cold-blooded creature to live. Saddled up, I think it's gonna be a long ride. Better hurry if you wanna make it alive. The sound says the Greyhound ain't been here for years, but somehow all these dreams and all these wishes always seem to lead me back to here, knowing in the air. Somebody send sorries. I should have brought a better season. Oh, am I getting nowhere? The economy's slow, but I've been making my way up the key to the old. It's been a long, long day. Mama saw me in second gear, the tires hit the pavement go. No explanation, no, but I best be hasting my day. What about these howdy with the lava streets in my way? But it's almost thought I'm right, and this gets over right. I'm almost certain that the water makes it colder right. I might do this right, but if I'm wrong, one more reason to sing this song. All these dreams and all these wishes always seem to lead me back to here. No end in the air. Something about a sense of reason. Should have brought a better season. Oh, am I getting nowhere? Alright. Gotta figure it out myself, cause I'm standing on thin air. Yeah, my solitude can find me. Made a better bet this time, cause I'm making out nowhere. Alright, let's stop.
All right, guys. Peace. Hit the like button.
All right.